Hey gamers, welcome back to another DSP video. People were wondering, why did I say true gamers in the last video? Isn't DSP the true gamer? Well, you see, the reason why I said that was because the video before that was very political. It was super political, and I was like, oh shit, people may not want to come back, and they may never watch my videos again. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm just gonna focus on the people who stayed around and call them the true gamers. So, you know, that's why I said it. But now that I see that everyone still is watching the vids and they like Miri and blah 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 blah, everyone is a gamer. Everyone's a true gamer, so it's all good. Don't worry about it. But I decided, since the last video was a marathon video of 4 hours, that I did not get to this fucking podcast. So hopefully this video will not be 4 hours long. I'm hoping. We have another clip I may want to watch, and then that bonus video that I said that I was gonna react to. Hopefully we can get to it. I don't think I'll be doing the gaming news in this video like I did last time, because maybe that's what made the video long. Maybe. But anyways, let's get back into it before this becomes an hour of talking, right? Correct? Okay, let's get going.
Source. There it is.
All right, let's move on.
Anyway, so that was yesterday. Now, last night, after all my streams, after spending some time with my wife.
Wow, this dude is like, he's doing a podcast and he's so focused. He's like looking around, and this dude on his React channel criticizes other streamers that they don't look into the camera. They're doing all this other stuff on the side. But look at him. He's doing the same shit. And it's far more noticeable because he's at the center of attention here.
And we went to bed. My wife had to go to bed early because she had work early today.
Wow.
I had a little bit of extra time, and
Whoa.
I just so happened to...
Now, did he do this while they were in bed together? He popped his phone out and watched it? I mean, okay.
Jump onto the Kino Casino stream over on Kick to see what those guys were up to. And by the way, no, I don't have a code. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
No, they didn't send it or nothing. Shoot. I was really hoping I would have it today to give it out, but I don't have it yet. Nope.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I'll check later today then. Sucks.
Okay. Yeah, cry about it, bitch.
Yeah. My wife had to go to bed early last night because, you know, she had to go to work today early.
Okay.
But it was only around, like right around midnight, I want to say, Pacific time. So, you know, I was good. We were in bed, and she went to sleep, and I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing.
He does this while they're in bed together. I mean, whatever. I guess he has hopefully he has earbuds. That's one thing. That's number one. I hope he has earbuds watching them. Secondly, why are you watching them in bed? I mean, like, you could watch them on a TV or another room or whatever. Like, yeah. Like, I just love, and this is how this dude watches movies too. He watches them on his phone, and it's just, man, you know, I'm on the side of David Lynch. If you watch a movie on your phone, you're not really watching it. And because this dude, during the review of The Batman, he was like, yeah, I can't see anything, man. It's like, yeah, you watch it on the fucking phone, like a fucking caveman. And the thing is, like, he has all these TVs, and he doesn't want to watch anything with his wife. He doesn't want to watch The Batman with his wife. Well, I guess she has PTSD over comic book movies. I guess, maybe. Again, he dramatizes everyone's life, obviously. But this dude, and I also love him checking out Kino Casino, like, I don't know, it just sounds weird, like, I just so glad to see what they're up to, man. Like, okay. I mean, usually I just watch,
and I turned on their show, and they were doing their thing. You know, they were talking about a bunch of stuff I know absolutely nothing about. They were talking about iDubbbz.
Now, he knows nothing about iDubbbz, yet he knew enough to call him a cuck. Now, why is he a cuck, Phil? I said this in the last video. Why is he a cuck, Phil? Do you know why? Do you know why people are calling him a cuck? Well, what do you think about why he's called a cuck? Like, what is the reason? Because honestly, you know, this is gonna, again, people can have any opinion about iDubbbz, and that's fine. I think, you know, you could say whatever, but the thing that people were calling him a cuck about, I kind of don't think is that deep, because all it was I think his wife had an OnlyFans that she was just posting pictures. I don't know what the subject matter of the pictures are, but regardless, he's fine with it, and she has the right to do it. Like, I don't see the problem. If he's like, it's one thing if like she was doing it and he was like, I can't believe she did that. That's one thing. But if he's fine with it, so be it. Like everyone has the right to do whatever, like that within that kind of context. She has every right to open an OnlyFans if she wants to. And OnlyFans is like a service people just post pictures in, and the pictures could just be cosplaying, whatever. I mean, people use it for any reason, whatever. I never really cared about people using OnlyFans, to be honest, but as far as that is concerned, like, if you think he's the cuck for that's your opinion. I'm not gonna rain on your parade about that, but I just think you could also have the opinion that maybe he's not a cuck because, he doesn't seem to care. But DSP has no, according to him, no idea what's going on with him, yet he knows enough to call him a cuck. Like, does he even know why? And this is shit that he hates when people do it to him. Like, oh, so DSP is the guy that jerks it, right? Oh, yeah. I don't know much about DSP, but he jerked it, right? But if someone else said that about him, he would be so mad. And he'd be like, these people, they hate on me because of the memes. They don't know why. They don't know what I'm about. He doesn't know what iDubbbz is about, yet he knows that he's a cuck. And the thing is, that's like, I said this in the last video as well, I think DSP should actually defend iDubbbz. Think about it. iDubbbz grew to, like, not like his earlier content, and anyone can have that opinion, whatever. He just did not like, he didn't want to stand by it, whatever. Shouldn't DSP acknowledge that and say, wow, that's like really mature of him to like grow up and realize that his content was toxic and he doesn't stand with toxic content anymore? No, he's probably gonna dog on him like everyone else because, he watches Kino Casino and he loves them, so he's gonna like parrot their opinions because this dude is a fucking drone. This dude has no like original opinions in that little head of his. Like, and when he does, he gets scared. He gets terrified to speak it, and then he like collapses in on itself. Like, it is so pathetic, but it's DSP. We all know the score.
And they were talking about some other guy I never heard of. But it's fun because...
But this dude commented on all these people as they were watching it, and he talked so matter of fact in the chat post. The chat post that, as I said in the last video, out of this whole thing, the only thing that I'm genuinely liking a lot, and it's like the only thing I care about more than anything else, is the chat post. The stuff he posts, it's like, man, it is like insane to see a 42-year-old talk the way he talks in people's chat. It's something else.
When I'm over there, like, listen, again, I know these guys are not my biggest fans. They've made fun of me just like everyone else.
Yeah, they call Cat fat,
over
right?
the years. They razz me. They give me the business when I do something stupid.
They give me the business. Like, and I know this is the other thing. He likes their content. He comes in and says, yeah, they make fun of me. Like, he's bragging about them making fun of him. Like, he doesn't think this makes him look pathetic, like, at all. And he mocks, like, Wings or Boogie for going on the LolCow live show to get bullied all the time. But what if they see it the same way? They're just razzing us, guys. Oh, they're just giving me the business. Like, this is what LolCow Live is. And DSP, well, except that DSP's not gonna get a tattoo. Imagine, oh my god, imagine that happened though. Imagine if like Kino Casino talks DSP into like doing a tattoo, dyeing his hair. I feel, in my opinion, they might be able to get DSP to dye his hair. I think they could. Like, after a while, after like they become really good friends, I think they could get him to dye his hair. I think they could do it. And if they can, it's gonna be so funny because it really just shows a sign that this dude is he has no spine even when it comes to being with his friends. But again, this dude brags about these people making fun of him, and he thinks that's cool. Like, it's fine to like take criticism and not be serious when people like make jokes about you, sure, like. But I'm not gonna like say that I hang out with my friends and they make fun of me. Like, it's it just doesn't sound right, and it doesn't sound cool. But he says it because I think he says it mostly so that people don't like DM him saying, Phil, they're making fun of you, because he already decided that they're razzing him, so it's okay. Like that's the thing that about this whole Kino Casino thing. He already dedicated himself to take everything they say as razzing. So I'm very curious to see what's it gonna take for him to like not like them anymore, because it could be literally anything. It could be something very serious, like they will literally just like rag on him for WWE champions seriously or whatever the fuck. It could be that, or it could literally be some mundane thing, because literally he was told he was being cringe, and he got so heated and called the person King Bee bitch over being called cringe. Something that mundane got him to rant and go crazy. So it really could be anything. And maybe something mundane like that, or something like that's actually serious to him. You know?
Which everyone has the right to do, correct?
Correct.
But
well, I don't know. Rich gives you the business and razzes you, and you make it sound as if he should be put to jail. And he should be executed for that. He should be in the firing line because he made May the 1st burst jokes. Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like these guys treat me more fairly because...
How? What's more fairly? Oh, because they make fun of how you eat? Again, I said this in the last video. It is really crazy. This dude sits there and talks about how he eats funny.
All the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of like hate on Phil?
Why? Huh?
When he doesn't really do anything like these other people. Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has everyone razz and kind of like hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything, because they look at all the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and
this is really like you open a history book, you see what Hitler did in his life, and then you're like, why are people mean to Phil? It's not like he did what Hitler did. It's like, no shit. Wow. Okay.
And kind of like hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything.
But again, like he dismisses what people don't like about him, and they criticize him for. Like that's like a key problem. People had issues with this podcast, and he wrote those criticisms off because, hey, it's called a podcast, guys, so it's okay that it's long. But he doesn't really understand the criticism. And then any other like again, go back to watch the suggestion box that was about the the co-op with Cat, and it's like these are fair criticisms that's being told, and he doesn't, and he thinks that this dude had nefarious intentions. Like, sure, you could think that, and maybe they did, but at the same time, like, if you just look at what's being said, it may actually be good criticism to use anyway. Like, some people who don't like you may actually give you good criticism as well. Like, that's the thing he's not really using to his to the fullest here. Like, sure, there's criticism that suck and that may not be helpful, but there's also criticism that could be helpful. But he doesn't look at it that way. And then when he reads criticism that he doesn't find helpful or that he's looking for, he mocks it. And it's like, why be this way?
These other people. Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has a flaw or whatever and he does something stupid and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all. It's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate. And so
again, this is ignoring the begging that he does. And then when you acknowledge it, it's only a little bit. He doesn't beg like every second of every waking moment, which no one said. Like people who bring up the begging are not talking that are not saying this as if he does it every hour or every minute. It's the fact that he does it and the extent that he does it. It's because again, it's one thing to say, "Hey guys, if you want to support the stream, feel free to give me a tip, super chat, membership." There you go. That's one thing. But it's another to then go during gameplay and then be like, guys, we did not even hit the first tier goal, and I want to at least hit $50 a stream. That's the goal here. I mean, guys, it's so slow. We didn't get a tip in X amount of time, guys. Like, that's completely different. it's completely different. He doesn't see that as a problem. Or then to say, like, guys, if this keeps up, I'm going to have to drop the game. It's like, these are things, yeah, they're observations, but this is stuff you say, like, inside your head and you consider on your own. Like, he thinks that it's being transparent to involve the audience, but you don't need to involve the audience to that degree. If you want to ask them, like, what kind of game they want to play, that's fine. And say, hey, guys, like, what do you guys want to see me play? Whatever. But then when he does that, he doesn't like the games that they suggest. And then he has other reasons why he doesn't want to do it, whatever. And it's just flippant. It's like, why care?
So I feel like that's a fair assessment, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying?
Frankly.
Like, I'm okay with that. Razz me if you want. Make fun of me. I'll razz myself. Right? I don't care.
Oh my god.
I know that I'm not
Again,
perfect, right?
The only thing he razzes himself about is stuff that's like stupid. Dude, I eat food so funny. Wow. Wow, you razz about how you eat? Wow, you're so cool, man.
Stuart says, I found an article that says you have to redeem the code manually and how. Yeah, how would I get the code exactly?
Okay.
Which changes between advertising. Look again. Oh my god! Now I won't really know much of what to say because I don't know who these people are. That how
confused about redeeming.
Like I know who iDubbbz is, but I've never went by there and just kind of chimed in on the stuff that they were talking about. Didn't really know much of what to say because I don't know who these people are.
I don't know what to say. This dude, man, he watches the stream and he's like, I don't know what to say. Like, this dude is so slow. I don't get it.
I know who iDubbbz is, but I've never watched any of his stuff.
Okay.
It's not like I have much to say, but
He doesn't have much to say, but he knows enough to say that he did Content Cop and then he became a cuck. Who's calling? Who the fuck's calling? Spam! Spam is calling. Oh my god. Shut up! I'm in the middle of something important. God damn it. They're trying to make this video longer, guys. This is bullshit. It's my trolls.
Thor and Jeff. No, I don't see. I see a banner. Marvel Rivals Clash. Whoa. Apparently, I've hit level 12, and apparently, I unlocked an Iron Man.
Wow. Remember, guys, he's not like these other streamers that get distracted and they're not looking at the camera or anything like that. He's very focused.
Where's that spider? That's level 8. That's a ton. I don't see this code, you guys. No, I don't see a way to do it. It hits 8 p.m. and then they send you the code. I definitely want to give out that code.
Annoyances with the cold.
Okay.
I was about to say code. Dude.
All right. So let me get back on track. So anyway, I hung out with the guys on Kino Casino for like an hour. It was fun. And we had a good time. And basically, the way I see it is, listen, I know that these guys are about drama, right? But
this dude has shat on people for watching YouTubers that deal with drama. He has, said that they had miserable lives and all this other stuff. He watches a stream that's about drama, and that's fine. But now, you know what this is going to open up? It's going to be, you got to watch the right channels. Channels like Keemstar, and Lolcow Live, and Rich. These are toxic, awful drama channels that are there to exploit. You have to watch the correct ones, like Phil, Kino, and then the ones that are good. You can watch them. They are on the gold books, but don't go to the bad ones. Okay, all right.
But at least they're.
What is that noise?
They're treating me fairly.
No, I'm getting distracted. This is bullshit.
That's a change that I haven't had in a long time. I haven't actually had someone just treat me fairly in a long time. It's not about getting your butt kicked.
He never got treated fairly. He said that the interview he had with the side scrollers was fair. Literally, he said it was fair, but now it's not fair because Rich treated him fair. Rich wanted to talk to him multiple times. And guess what? DSP didn't want to talk to him. He was treated fairly by random people that showed up to the streams. He has been treated fairly. It's not, but it's that it never got the reward that he wanted, the recognition he wanted. So that doesn't count. But since Kino Casino is giving him a chance and treating him fairly by giving him extra set of eyes of other viewers and having them give him money. I mean, they're not having them, but they're going to his channel and like supporting him. That's him finally being treated fairly. Because this dude operates on rewards. That's how he sees life. All the way through to the bitter end is rewards. Why would I do this if I don't get a reward? Give me a reward. Give me a reward. Give me a reward. And it's like, did his animals? Oh my god! Did his parents like treat him like a dog? Like, did they give him little treats for doing like special tricks? Because I've never seen someone so like motivated for rewards as much as DSP. The only like person I've seen do that are like pets, like cats, dogs, even rabbits. And DSP's among them now. He works on rewards. Give me a reward.
It's about like, hey, here's somewhere where I can just drop in every once in a while and say hi and feel welcome and hang out and talk with them and have a good time, as opposed to, oh, look, I want to just drop in and say hi. Oh.
This is the complete lie. Like, what, was it last year, the year before? Whichever, somewhat recently. This dude went to a Twitch chat about, I think maybe it was Justin Wong? It was some fighting game streamer that was playing. DSP was in his chat, and he was participating in the chat, and there was no drama there. I think the only drama that happened was, like, I don't know, I don't remember. But it wasn't, like, anything substantial. Because it wasn't like, oh, DSP was there and someone said WWE Champions time, and then the whole stream chat, like, bullied him or something. It was just like he was there just vibing. He watched other YouTubers too. He tells us every day he watches YouTubers with Cat. And now he's telling us now that, oh, I don't have to worry about going to I for the first time ever I can go and watch someone and not get bullied. Dude, who are you watching that has that kind of community? He's talking as if he wished he could watch a review tech video, but he can't because he knows that review tech would like make him a special person to talk about or whatever the fuck. Like, this is like such a stupid thing to say when it's like it's not even true. It's not even true.
Oh, it's time for the interrogation. It's time for the firing squad to come out and execute me publicly and be insanely critical of me and ask me 400 personal questions they know I'm not going to answer. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little different to just have somewhere to hang out, which is something cool to do. Like, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. With the side-scrollers thing last year, that's what it was supposed to be. They reached out to me and said, do you want...
This is like bullshit. Get a load of this.
...to be a guest on our show? Look, all these guests were lining up because we restarted our show, our podcast. And I said, yes. And then they said, oh, well, because of who you are, because all your detractors contacted us, we...
Dude. They asked him to do this, and he said yes. He could have just said no. I was more interested in what you said before, where we were shooting the shit. I'm not interested in this. This is not what I wanted to do. And then he could have said no, but he didn't. And then after that, he said it was fair, and then he said that this is the intention of it. So, like, he's really blaming them for stuff that's not even true. Like, dude, you're just as responsible for what happened as they are. And they were kind of fair to him. And even in the follow-up, they were just saying, like, they didn't think that it was that he was being honest with them sometimes, which is an opinion. And they never once in that video, as far as I saw, they weren't saying like, yeah, guys, fuck this guy. Let's get him. And then like they did the ack thing, which is just like them razzing him. like it was really not that big of a deal. DSP just decided to be butthurt about it because Kat was mad about it. Like, this dude cannot just form his own opinion, like, at all. I really hope at some point Kat watches Kino Casino and she's just there when they start calling her Fat Cat. And I hope Kat sees that, tells DSP that they're bullying her, and I hope that he's still gonna be friends with them at that point, because it really shows where his loyalties lie. Because if he's gonna be that much of a bitch to like side with her, and then this is gonna be the one time he's gonna have a different opinion of from her, it's gonna say a lot.
We now want to do a giant in-depth, interview instead. Wait, what? How about you treat me fairly like everybody else?
Again, why then? This is exactly the Keemstar situation on the interview. He's given an opportunity to stand up for himself, and he just folds immediately. They say, we gotta do this, and then he tells us, well, what about treat me fairly? Why didn't he say, hey, Craig, why don't you treat me fairly? I don't, why humor these questions from my trolls that are biased against me? He could literally have just said that to his face, but he didn't, because this dude's a little bitch when he's in that situation. Like, I had a micro conversation after my political video, so this is gonna be another sub-political segment, where I said, like, I think Kamala Harris had a better chance of winning than Biden, and I go to the Discord admin, and the guy says, "Wow, guys, can you believe not DSP? Oh my god, do you guys believe that Theo thinks that Kamala has a chance and this and that?" And I said, "Well, I think she does compared to Biden." Like, I at least stood my ground on that, because I do generally believe that, and sure, whatever. The election itself, I'm not going to say for sure, because I don't know who's going to win at that point, because it's between these two opponents. Who knows? It could be anyone. It could go either way. I just think that Kamala's a better shot than Biden, who doesn't know how to talk anymore. So, like, if you're asking me if I have more faith in a person who can't talk and a person who can talk, I'm going to go with a person who can talk. But, if I was DSP and I said that on stream, like, okay, guys, I think Kamala Harris has a better chance than Biden, man. Okay? And then, like, someone, comments saying, I don't think she has it. Okay, guys. Like, I understand that there's all these opinions about politics. I don't get political, guys. Okay? So, like, I didn't say that Kamala was gonna be a shoo-in, and I didn't say this. Okay, guys. Okay, alright, okay. We're not talking about politics anymore. We're talking about video games right now, okay? Okay, guys? Like, he would just, like, freak out. I mean, I don't really enjoy discussing a lot of politics, especially in certain areas that I have, like, not a lot of expertise in or anything, so I just kind of avoid that kind of debate sometimes, because it's like, if it's people that I know that's like, hey, they have their beliefs, and it's not gonna matter what I say, and I don't want to, like, go in and be like, I'm gonna change their minds, I'm gonna change their opinions, because it's like, they're not going to, and they're not gonna change my mind on things. So it's like, I'm not gonna just bother with that, because it's like, and especially if it's something that I'm not that informed on. So it's like, I'm not gonna, like, argue as if I'm the spokesperson of, like, these subjects. Like, it's whatever. And this is the thing I've been criticizing about DSP all the time, is that if he doesn't want to be political, that's fine, but at some point, you're either going to have to have some kind of belief, or you're just going to have to shoot it down. But he doesn't do any of that, and it puts him in weird, funky situations. But it is what it is.
Instead of treating me like dirt, because I have detractors, right? And I don't feel like I'm being treated like dirt when I'm on.
And then the questions that they were getting, they just put a tweet saying, guys, send us your question about DSP, which could have been any kind of question. It's a very open-ended request. And how come no DSP fan, like, came by? As I said, probably the reason why no DSP fans came in was because they ask him questions every day. And all the questions are like, hey, Phil, are you gonna play Lollipop Chainsaw, the remake? No, I'm married.
I'm on their show. You know what I mean? So that's nice. I can just come in and hang out with them and have a good time. That's what it's all about, right? So I'll continue to talk with those guys. From time to time, you may see me if I have a night where I have like a free hour before I go to sleep.
And the other thing is, this dude is all about like not being exploited. Oh, I don't get exploited, but this dude really does not understand that you could just be as exploited in this kind of way than negatively. You know, like everyone would want to kiss your ass to get you there, right? Correct? Like, actually, you know what? You know what's really funny, hilarious even? This dude had that little segment in the gamer news in the last podcast talking about how companies choose special snowflakes that kiss their ass and give them special treatment, this and that, right? Kino Casino is literally kissing his ass, and DSP is giving him the red carpet treatment. Literally, Kino Casino are the shills of DSP. And that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. I would not be surprised if at some point where DSP wants to have like special content, he's gonna give it to the Kino crowd first, and they're gonna watch it first. Like the June the King documentary. What if he gets June the King to like make the video unlisted and give the link to the Kino guys first? They get the special treatment of watching the video before anyone else, because they will also get DSP to watch with them. That'd be special treatment that they're gonna get. Because this dude is like giving Kino Casino all these shout outs, and all they've been doing to him is like gassing him up, calling him king. This is this type of shit he would like if DSP was a video game and Kino Casino was shilling the video game. DSP would say these people are shills and they're awful and they're ruining the industry. But since they're kissing his ass, he's okay with it. Again, Mr. Moral Man has no morals at all. Wow.
Stream the same times as me. Like, they stream during my late streams. They stream way later than me, though. So that's why, like, last night, I was going to sleep at an hour, and I jumped in there. I was able to, like, hang out and chat with them. I'm definitely not going to be in there every time that they're streaming. In fact, I don't even know what their streaming schedule is. It was just, like, random that they were streaming, and I dropped by, and I was like, oh, hey, there they are.
Oh, hey, there they are.
So, yeah, I guess we'll see.
You know, I kind of hope at some point people start submitting videos about Worski. The only thing I know about him is that he had of that infamous clip of him saying, "We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves." Like, that's the only thing I know of. I don't know the context of it, and I saw a little bit of it, and it just looks kind of fucked up. But I've seen more and more stuff that's kind of more fucked up. That I'm like kind of surprised DSP is like palling around with them, and I would be very curious to see his reaction if he ends up watching a clip like that. And like I can't wait to see him hand wave it all, because this dude is so against people saying racist stuff and this and that. And if he sees a clip of them doing that kind of shit, I'd be very curious to see how he's gonna hand wave it all and say it's fine. They're fine. and then the tip of, then what would get me over the moon? That after he hand waves all of that shit, they play a clip of the fat guy saying "fat cat," and then that's what ends their friendship. Because that would be like insane, because normal people, or does anyone, could reasonably say, "Oh, these guys, they're a little too edgy or they're too racist. I don't want to be with them. This is a mistake," and they back out. But DSP is gonna hand wave that and then say, "Oh, they call cat fat, and no thanks." That I would be over the moon, because I would never let him live down, because every time this guy would go on a little rants about how he's not racist anymore and this and that, I'm gonna remember that. But that's not even in the realm of reality yet. Once that becomes a reality, that's when I'm gonna be truly feasting.
But we have had some discussions about the possibility of maybe having some.
And this dude, by the way, DSP claims that he did a lot of research, so I'll do another lap over the moon, because the dude yelled at his chat saying that he did research on them, and then he sees all this other stuff, and then like decides that they're fucked up. That just shows that he doesn't do research, which everyone knows. Everyone knows he doesn't do any legitimate research or enough. He does at best, he does surface level research. The research is he goes there the day of that they're streaming, says hi, and then takes them at their word no matter what. They could say, we're not bad people, and he'll take them at their word, and they could be the worst person ever.
Interactions and collabs and stuff. Notably, as you know, I am absolutely 100% going to react to the Review Tech USA documentary coming out by June the King sometime in early August. Okay? Now, would it be cool to be able to do like a crossover deal where we could do
would it
like
be cool?
a react together on that? I think so. I think that would be kind of neat. And it would be unique content, something that I've never really done before, right? At the same time,
yeah,
I don't know how to make it work because we don't know when it is. Like if we knew right now, if we knew, oh, it's on August 7th and it's coming out at noon, I'd be like, dude, all right, cool. We can organize this. We can get this going. We can figure out how we're going to do it. Either they can join me or I can join them. We could be watching the video together in some kind of a
big
thing,
sip of drink.
right? Like a group viewing thing over the internet. That way when we pause, we're all seeing it pause together and resume together and stuff like that.
We're really explaining that? Okay.
I think that would be nice, but
whatever.
The problem is we don't know when it is. So if we get concrete information on exactly when it's coming out, then we can plan it. But right now, I feel like it's just kind of like this weird thing where we're like waiting and we don't know yet. I mean, the good news is there's no new games or anything coming out in early August. So it's not like my schedule isn't available to be shifted around. It is. But, you know, they're on the East. They're actually like Eastern time zone. And I'm Pacific time zone. So they're Eastern Standard Time. I'm Pacific Standard Time. So even there, it makes it even tougher.
You know what he could do? Crazy thought. He could open the clock app in his phone, go to the worldwide clocks, see what time it is, and try to find a time period that's like fair for both. And then they could stream it. And if it goes late, he could also tell Kat, I'm gonna go to bed late because I'm gonna be hanging out with my best friends. And that's that. You know? Like, this isn't really hard problem solving.
To figure out. So what I'll do, I'll be talking with these guys. We'll try to figure stuff out. I'll also see if we can figure out when this thing is coming out. All right, and go from there. And I'll let you know. But you already know I'm already reacting to it. It's already happening regardless. But we may now do like a crossover event deal and see how it goes.
Crossover event,
okay,
dude. So is he gonna make jokes about it being crossover? It's gonna be like if you guys see BoJack Horseman, right? Correct. There's a constant running joke where Mr. Peanut Butter keeps making this cringe ass joke of is that BoJack Horseman? Is this a crossover episode? Like that's DSP. That's gonna be DSP during it. He's gonna like start up the react. Hi Kino guys. Is this a crossover episode? And then like then the chat's gonna sigh and be like, oh god.
Oh, if you're into that kind of stuff, go check them out on Kick. You know, it might not be your cup of tea.
I thought we were all miserable if you watch drama content. Huh?
Certainly, you know, that's not the kind of stuff that I do here. I'm not sitting here doing drama content all day or anything like that.
Yeah, he just watches it.
But they've been very nice
with the other mouth rulers, you know? Right? Correct.
And
okay, he's deep in chat.
Yeah, cool.
Something happened.
All right, so I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, fair enough. So again, welcome to any of you who may be people coming in from Kino Casino.
Man,
this
I love
week,
that
I've
doors
seen
in the
an
frame.
influx of viewers and influx of
it.
subscribers. I probably got like 200-300 new subscribers this week alone. That probably weren't natural viewers, but people who came from the casino, and that's nice. It's nice to have you.
The casino.
Again,
that's a funny
if you want to come
phrase.
here and have chill streams with me,
they came from the casino. They just got off the slots.
I'm not the kind of guy. I'm not going to be sitting here talking about drama all day. You know, I got games to play. I got things to do. I want to have fun, chill interactions with my audience. That's what I'm about. So if that's what you're all about, come on by. You know. But you know,
that's a drama Kino. They come here to relax.
You know, if I'm joining one of their streams and kind of hanging out with them, then obviously I'm going to roll with whatever they're doing too. Okay.
Oh my god! And then he says this like, if I go there, I'm gonna roll with whatever they're doing too. So if they're like, you know what? This dude is saying he's gonna roll with whatever they're doing, right? But didn't this dude say it's bad to have like a groupthink mentality? So he's gonna go to their stream chat and then just roll with what they're doing, no matter what. This dude is so lame. Again, he has no backbone. He can't like stand up for himself because that's impossible. And he can't like, what if, I would love to see him go to the Kino chat and then him say something that's like defending the subject matter, saying, guys, I think you're being a little too harsh or whatever, and see just what happens. Like, I would love to see that reaction between, like, mostly between both of them. Like, are they just gonna like continue the gas up and be like, oh yeah, you're right, Phil, yeah, we are being a little too hard on them? Or are they gonna try to say, well, Phil, actually, this is why we're being hard on them, okay? I can't believe you're saying that. And then these would have to respond back and say, well, actually, I think you are being hard because of this. Or would he just crumble immediately? Like, again, he says he's like an ally. He has that ally slide in his PowerPoint, but he never truly stands up to any of it. And he doesn't have to be fair. I don't think YouTubers have to do a lot of stuff, but if they're going to, like, if they want to be involved in all this stuff, they're gonna have to do something, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like, if you want to make the chat a safer place, then you're gonna have to ban people that are being like toxic and aggressive to other members or whatever. Like, for example, let's say OIC was still in chat and people were making fun of them for being trans. Let's say that's happening. Everyone starts being transphobic in chat. DSP should ban people being transphobic because that is harassment, because they're singling out OIC and like making a big deal for this person being trans. But since he doesn't want to do that or participate in like defending that or anything of that nature, and he also doesn't want OIC to go away, he's in a very tricky spot where he, instead of doing anything meaningful, he's just gonna say, guys, can you calm down? Calm down, guys. And it's like, you have a loud member like OIC that's very loud with being a DSP bootlicker, and then you have, this, like, he puts himself in this like tough situation. But on the flip side, if he wants to flex about being an ally, he should ban the transphobes, and then he could say, well, guys, people say this about me. They say like, but look, guys, these people are being very transphobic about a viewer that just watches my stream. So of course I'm gonna ban them because I don't allow that kind of behavior. But he's not gonna do that because he doesn't want to engage and stand up. I mean, it's very different when you see conversations that you don't want to participate because of any other reason. But it's another when you're running the stream and you see stuff in your chat that you don't agree with. And now if those people are willing to like say, okay, I apologize and this and that, and I won't harass OIC for being trans again, then sure, you let them back in, and then they could also attack OIC for being a whale. I mean, that everyone does that to any whale anyway. So it's like, whatever. But this dude is so fake. So he's gonna go to the Kino chat, and honestly, in my opinion, he'll either be his true self or just be fake or just roll with what they're doing. And it's like, I don't know. To also be fair here, I guess I am kind of reading too much into him saying he'll roll with what they're doing, but this dude does the same thing to other people too. So it's life is a circle.
Excuse me. Oh man, I'm really sorry about this stupid cold. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, get pissed.
No, Alvarez, see, here's the thing. He says, we don't do drama content. Reacting to the R2 documentary is not that. And I think he's being facetious. Okay?
Dude, he said people react to the DSP documentaries that are out there is drama content. But get a load of this.
When I'm reacting to a documentary, if you haven't noticed, first of all, I pick and choose the ones I react to.
No, he didn't. No, he doesn't. He does polls for them. He did a poll for the Rooster Teeth documentary. That didn't go over very well. And what did he have that was so invested about Rooster Teeth that he knew Red versus Blue? He watched it, so he can watch it. That's the bar of entry. If he just watched it, that means he has all his opinions about Rooster Teeth. He doesn't know anything else. He didn't watch RWBY, so he has no opinion on RWBY. He doesn't. I don't think he knew who Monty Ohm is, so he doesn't know the stuff that happened after Monty Ohm passed away. Other than he passed away, probably. He probably knows that he died. That's probably as much as he knows about Monty Ohm, that he died.
The reason is, the ones that I'm reacting to, I have some kind of a vested interest because somehow I'm involved. All right? But the Wings of Redemption documentaries I've reacted to.
How is he involved with Pro Jared? Again, all that happened was Pro Jared basically said DSP is a stupid head, which is like a nothing statement. Yeah, DSP will act as if Pro Jared sent him a Sailor Moon pic. Personally, like, hey Phil, look at my Sailor Mars uniform. Look, do I look good? And then DSP's like, oh my god, guys. But no, that didn't happen. Pro Jared called him a stupid head, and that was enough for DSP to get invested with Pro Jared. You have all these other people coming out saying Pro Jared did some weird stuff, and you can either believe him or not. And then you got DSP saying, guys, he also was mean to me. He said he watched a video of mine and said, whoops, I'm just like you. Like, imagine. Just imagine.
This is a guy people have referenced in my content over the years. This is a guy who had a career parallel to mine on YouTube.
And how is it parallel, though? Actually, let's think about this. Rich reviewed tech. Did DSP review tech? No, he didn't. How are they the same? Okay.
So many ways that I could compare my experiences with his, the things I've been through to the things he's been through, giving my takes on how he reacted to things, what he said over the years. People really liked my reaction content to his documentaries because it was insightful. You understand? I'm not just going to sit here and
react. How is it insightful, though? Like, when you watch the Wing stuff, it was very obvious he had a predetermined notion about how to like watch it. He watched it, and the whole time he was like, "Oh, poor Wings," like talking as if like Wings is a helpless little baby. Like, he was really acting as if he was watching a person that was like on a TLC show. That was like, like, come on.
To everything, I want to react to things that I feel that I can add some kind of educational insight into because of the unique positioning that I have, being a YouTuber for 16 years and being involved with a lot of this shit. In the case of Review Tech, dude, this is a guy who, no exaggeration, has made half of his content about...
This is an exaggeration. Not half of his content's about DSP, by the way, but okay.
...about me for the last decade. He is obsessed with me.
I like that he's obsessed with him when he watched videos about this, but like, dude, come on. Like, if someone did a documentary, like, there wasn't... Tevin did a video. Okay, I'll do this. I'll approach on this angle. Tevin did a video about the SOK. Why didn't DSP watch that? The SOK was obsessed with him. Why didn't he watch that video? He should have done a live react to the Tevin video. Imagine. And then like he'll just watch it like, wow, I can't believe this happened, man. Wow.
This is a man who has an unhealthy obsession with me. And people have identified it and called it out, and he just doubles down, triples down, and quadruples down on it.
Oh my god, dude, people called him out for just being a bitch, because the people called him out back then when he was contributing to Phil and being a little bitch to him. Like, literally, Rich was pretty much DSP's bitch. A lot. DSP even called him a bitch. DSP called him a whore. He called him a whore. And Rich, what did he do? Gave him money. Like, this dude, and it's so funny. People are dogging on Rich now, and you look at how Rich is reacting to it. He's getting mad. He's deleting VODs. He's getting like angry about it. But DSP called him a whore, and Rich still defends him. And guess what? DSP is still aside with all these people that are making fun of him. And guess what? I guarantee you, Rich will still be friends with DSP because Rich is that dented. This is why, like, when I'm saying anything that's like saying DSP should be empathetic to Rich. It's literally just, I'm just describing the fact of the matter here. I'm not defending Rich. Rich is a bitch. He's DSP's like fatty bitch that will just take it. He'll take whatever DSP throws at him for no reason. Like, this dude I have no respect for Rich, like, at all. So the only thing I'll say is, like, if anything happens in this family, that is fucked up. But that's like, I would give that to anyone. Like, no one's family should be affected by this, by stuff that they do, correct? But Rich is so, like, dented that this dude will just get shat on by DSP and then will still be friends with him. He defended DSP so hard, even recently. He started, like, shit with detractors just because he had to defend DSP. And DSP refuses to acknowledge that part of the DSP content that Rich is involved in. He never did. He never gives Rich the benefit when Rich is defending him actively. He started a warpath with other detractors over it. And DSP doesn't care. The only time he cared was back in the day when he was on YouTube. Before he went back to Twitch. That was it. And after that, he never cared again.
And it's to the point of mania at this point. The way that this guy talks about me, I'm not like Phil Burdell. I have a family, and I do this.
You know, DSP mocks this, but guess what? Guess what? You know what? Maybe Pig Go can get it. In my mind, I'm better than you. Okay. If I say in my mind, that should trigger it. Let's see. Easy throwback now. Partner, that's definitely not it. How am I doing? Here's the honest truth. That's a funny. That's a funny title. Pack show anniversary update. Another chill day. Wacky Q&A. Oh my god, where is it? Let's see. Oh my god, where is it? Infighting in the FGC over Street Fighter 6? Now I've seen it all! Oh no, don't tell me it was part of the deleted podcast. Oh god. Oh, that would be awful. Because I'm doing this field trip for nothing. Oh god, where is it? I know he did it. I know he talked about it. Oh, it was during when it was called the Okay, it's only after this. So oh my god. Dude, please. Keemstar Light. He wishes he was Keemstar. Oh my god. Oh god, dude, this is bullshit. The only thing I could do. I think he titled it. One podcast. Oh god, we're gonna. Big news. Oh my god, no! No!
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Review tech threatens June the King? Oh my god, he did a whole response to him! Oh, maybe it was part of the deleted podcast. No! Wait, no. That's 2024. No! RTU. Maybe he just says RTU in it. Switch busted. Oh my god, dude, I can't find it. It must have been in the deleted podcasts. Damn it. Response. Oh my god. That's even worse. Yeah, I think it was part of the deleted podcasts. Damn it. I blame you, Phil. How could you do this to me?
This and that, unlike Phil Burnell.
But the point is, he literally said that he's better than Rich. And he does this to everyone. In all fairness, he did this to everyone. He says he's better than everyone. Oh, I'm better than my trolls. My trolls, they troll me because their lives suck. They don't have a family like I do. They can't take it that I'm doing so good. They're seeing me and I have a wife, I have a cat, I have support, I have people who like me for who I am, and they can't take it. He does the same shit. But Rich does it? Oh, let me put everything down because guess what? He added the fake family part. DSP, you have done that to everyone. You have mocked trolls for not having a family or having a broken family. This dude is so lame. It's so lame that this dude does this shit, and then like when he gets the dose of his own medicine, he can't take it. He can't handle it.
And by the way, May the 1st burst be with you. Let's do an annual celebration of May the 1st burst. And you look at this.
But he's razzing you though. Again, I would love it if Kino Casino did the same shit. I guarantee you he'd laugh. He'd laugh if he did it. If they did it. And they'd be like, yeah, man, they're making fun of my incident, but they're doing it fun, and it's funny, man. Unlike Rich that just focuses on that one picture.
This shit, and you're like, this guy is fucking broken, irrevocably broken,
dude. You do the same shit though. He focuses in on mundane shit like that too. Okay.
With the way that he's acting. He's a man that's supposed to be an adult parent.
You're an adult and you act like a fucking Derek.
And he acts like he's a fucking 7-year-old to get views on YouTube, right?
Oh my god.
Like, what the hell, dude?
What the hell,
So,
dude?
Yeah, like,
let's get the bubble guns.
I have a very big vested interest in reacting to his documentary because, number one, I want to know who actually is Rich to think that he's better than me like he says all the time, right?
Again, he would tell trolls that do this that they're interested in Phil, they want to know who he is. He would call that stalker behavior. But DSP's only doing it through the lens of a YouTube video, so it's okay.
I want to know, who is this guy? Where did he come from? What kind of content did he make before he became a drama YouTuber, which is what he is, right? Like, he didn't always used to be like that. So what happened that he became this drama YouTuber?
And again, he literally says that he doesn't know what happened, yet he literally goes in painstaking detail why he covered drama, supposedly. He literally said, well, he did reviews, so then the views dropped off, and he realized no one cares, so then he did drama. Like, that's literally DSP's whole, like, thing that he says about Rich all the time. And now he's telling you he doesn't know. Uh-huh.
Because it's news. It's not news. TMZ is not news.
Again, you go to his channel, he had, like, the only one you see in the first page, the first, like, thing you see is the Keffels video, which is the only drama thing you see. You probably have to scroll to another drama video he did. But a lot of it was gamer news. You know, the thing DSP does. But since he talked about Keffels, oh, that's all his content, apparently.
Okay? It's not. It's gossip. That's like saying tabloids are news.
But DSP does this too, though. He talks about scandals. He talked about the Fine Bro situation. He talked about PewDiePie situation. He talked about Toby Turner. He talked about this and that. He's talked about the same stuff. He talked about the Dr. Disrespect shit in his own podcast. He talked about H3H3 versus Keemstar. He's talked about this stuff in the past. But guess what's okay that he does it because it's in a podcast format, so it's surrounded by other stuff, so it's okay.
Tabloids are not news. They're gossip. You are a gossip girl. Like, literally, you are a gossip girl. A gossip queen, in fact.
And then we're being a little sexist here because apparently, there's no such thing as gossip men, right? Correct? But he talks about gossip too, though. Okay, sure.
You're a queen of gossip on YouTube, and that's how you made your living. 1 million subs as a gossip girl, right?
How does he know? How does he know he got 1 million subs because of that specifically? Specifically that. Like, who's to say that DSP did not get 212,000 subs for jerking off? He jerked off and now he has 200,000. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. 212,000 subs because he fapped. Right? Correct?
Well, I want to know how this all happened. All right? And I want to know, is there an actual reason why he has attached himself to me? What is the reasoning? Because it's, like I said, it's on the level of obsession. It's almost like...
Dude, DSP, you could just go to a Rich stream and he'll openly tell you it's because he likes you. And he sees himself in you and the same... Actually, honestly, he says the same shit DSP says about everyone else. I see myself in them, man, and I don't want to see them suffer. Rich said the same stuff all the time, that he wants to see him improve and all this stuff every time. And DSP's like, I don't know why he talks about me. Oh, man.
He thinks that's the only thing he can do to get attention when the well runs dry. If there's no news today, go back to Phil, right? So anyway, that's, and again, if he wasn't obsessed with me, and if he didn't constantly have my name in his mouth, I would not give two shits about his documentary, and I wouldn't be reacting to it. Dune the King has done many documentaries over the last year. I haven't reacted to any of them. I don't care.
This is so stupid, because if you literally go back, last year, he openly said the reason he stopped doing long form reacts was because they weren't doing so good. They weren't getting support. No one cared. And all this stuff. And now he's saying he doesn't do it because he picks and chooses and blah, blah, blah. This is all lies. Because, again, this is what happens when you listen to Phil and you think he's always honest. He will always say something else that contradicts what he just told you. Because this isn't what happened. He literally said he stopped watching long form reacts because it got too drama-y and it wasn't doing so well. Come on.
Care about those people. I'll let you know, I did watch a couple of them, actually, and I found them very entertaining, but I didn't react to them because I didn't think I had anything to really add to them. But this is a case I do. All right? So that's why I'm reacting to this. But, if I had other people joining me, and I'm sure those guys are going to have a lot more to say, and it might be very negative. But I'm going to let everyone know, what I say, my opinions. They have the right to chime in and say what they want.
I'm curious to see how he's going to respond to that, because, like, what if Kino Casino has, like, unfair shit to say about Rich? Will DSP double down and agree with them, or is he going to actually, like, disagree? I'm curious what's going to happen.
Of how I feel. Like I've told you guys, I don't wish anyone harm.
But I guarantee you,
I don't wish...
DSP comes off as the kind of guy that if he likes you, like he does with Kino could probably talk him into agreeing with him. Because DSP doesn't really stand well when people have a differing opinion or whatever. Like, again, when Keemstar was joined the interview, he really could not, like, defend himself very well. And he kept saying, like, they kept telling him, why is it okay when people watch documentaries about Keem, and how is that fair? Like, isn't that, like, believing in in drama and all this other stuff, and he couldn't like understand the because he kept saying, well, June the King is well researched. He researches his information, so it's fine. It's fine. But he could at least, but they kept saying like, but how do you know it's well researched? Like, again, you watched a video that was critical of Keem, and you didn't think that maybe it's a one-sided video, and he didn't give Keem the benefit of a doubt. Like, even though you can watch any documentary, there is an air of like, how accurate is a documentary? Because some documentaries are accurate, some of them are close to accurate, and some of them are not. And it's so funny. This dude watched that video that's saying that the Super Size Me documentary wasn't accurate, and he never once thought, how accurate is June the King's documentary? And all this other stuff, and how outdated it is, whatever. And then, like, the other thing is, Keem could have also said, I changed though. I'm not the same guy that was in that documentary. And DSP wouldn't care. Because he just can't carry himself. And then, like, he would, as I said, when he tried to bring up that Minecraft situation, he couldn't like name anything. He was like, yeah, Keem, you know that thing that happened where you said something to this guy and then like it wasn't true, and then like it happened and then you apologized, right? The thing that happened. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, I don't know, man, but it's out there. Like, what are you saying? It's out there. What does that mean? Like, he couldn't even name. He couldn't even name the situation because he didn't remember it, and he brings it up because this guy cannot like talk, and it's just that's what happens, man.
I don't wish anyone, at all negativity. I just want everyone to be happy because I feel like if everyone was happy and well adjusted, they would just leave everyone else alone.
Now, he says this, and I said this, like, I think he'd already uploaded a video, and I said this. DSP keeps saying that everyone should stop watching drama content, people should be more positive, blah, blah, blah. But DSP's gonna react to the Rich documentary, which is gonna just create drama. Just because he's involved in it doesn't mean that he should. Like, you know, it's literally the saying, if everyone goes, like, what is it? I know there's like, eye for an eye. If everyone goes for eye for an eye, everyone ends up blind. Like, whatever. And it's like, that's what's gonna happen. DSP, like, keeps talking about this vicious cycle of drama where you watch the drama, it perpetuates the drama, then, you know, they react to the drama like it's a toilet circle, right? But then, he's doing this, and he doesn't consider it being part of the toilet. Because he's reacting to it, but he feels involved in it. But that's how everyone feels when they do this kind of content. If you want to break the vicious cycle of drama, you're gonna have to be the change you want, DSP. And then you gotta hope that people are gonna be inspired by it. But guess what? Who's gonna be inspired by this guy? This guy's a fake fuck that has a bad reputation, and it's nonsense. All of this stuff is performative. And it's saying that like, people should be positive. Then why are you focusing on negative? Why are you doubling down on Rich's downfall so much? And he doubles down on it. He says, it's his turn in the firing line. Does that sound like a guy that wants people to be positive in life? That he sees someone like that was bullying him, and then they see that it's time for him to be bullied, and he doesn't want to be the change that he wants. Instead, he joins in on it. Now, this dude lives by sitcom logic. How many sitcoms do you watch where when the bully gets bullied, does that bully's victim start to join in? Or do they actually, like, feel remorse and, like, oh, shit, like, you know, I feel kind of bad for that person right now. And then they stand up for that guy. And then that bully is like, oh, fuck, he stood up for me? Oh, shit, I was wrong to bully that guy. And sometimes they become friends. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, I don't love Seth MacFarlane's content a lot. Like, I saw, oh my god, I say content, Jesus. I saw Family Guy. I like the early seasons of Family Guy. The newer stuff I don't really care for that much. I watched Ted, the TV series. It's actually kind of good. I actually enjoyed that show a lot more, and it has a lot of good continuity to it, which kind of like blew my mind. because there was an episode where they kind of befriended their bully, and they kind of felt bad because they fucked him up, kind of like in a way. And then after that, he never bullied them again. At least I don't think he did. But it's like, you know, that's kind of like interesting. I don't think they became friends, but he doesn't bully them anymore. But again, that's like TV stuff, and life is not that cut and dry. But DSP talking about how he's such a moral person, but he doesn't like sit there and see what Rich is going through, and it's like, oh, that's fucked up. I know how it's like, so maybe I'm not gonna double down like these other people would, and this and that. But that's what this is, and he has this attitude of like fine line, and the thing that I'm starting to notice is that when he's not called out for it, he will go ham. It's his turn. What do you mean, bro? It's your time, bro. Okay. Oh, what does Rich mean by? No, wait. It's your turn, man. It's your turn. The firing line. And this and that. And then when someone calls him out, he walks it back. I'm just curious, man. I want to be informed about Rich. I just want to learn about Rich, man. That's why I want to watch the video. I just want to learn about Rich. And it's like, dude, you're a piece of shit. Why participate with the cycle of drama that you criticize so much? But you want to know why? Because he's not on the receiving end. If it was the other way around, let's say something's going really so much that DSP has to talk about it. Let's say he's actually getting evicted. The gated community had enough of his bullshit, and they're evicting the Burdells. And he's on stream talking about being evicted because the trolls got him to be evicted, right? You think DSP's gonna love it if Rich joins in on a Kino Casino stream to watch a documentary about DSP and how he got evicted? I don't think DSP is gonna like be happy about that. But since nothing like that's going on, it's okay. He keeps saying that there's some drama going on behind the scenes, and I gotta be real. I don't think it's that serious. I think it could be stressful. It could be something cat related or whatever the fuck. But the thing is, he got us involved with other stuff he didn't have to tell us about all the time. Like, he didn't have to talk to us about the bank leaks. He didn't have to. If they were not real, he didn't have to talk about it. But he believes in the silence is consent, which is like a really weird thing to believe in, like, you know.
Right? Like, why would you want to have an entire living bringing down others and making fun of people if truly you liked your own life? Why would you need to bring down others?
Why do you need to bring down
positivity?
Then why do you need to bring down Rich? Why do you care about him being in the firing line? Shouldn't you live by example? This dude never practices what he preaches. The definition of not practicing what you preach.
Things around you that you're enjoying, you don't need to destroy others to get over. People who do this is because they're miserable. Their lives are terrible. They're not happy. They need to degrade everything around them so they feel better about themselves. Those are bullies. That's literally.
So, I mean, again, you can even look at this and then also add in the Kino Casino chat post in this. And guess what? He's joining in. So is he a bully too? Is he miserable too? Okay.
That's literally the definition of a bully. Rich is a bully. Keemstar's a bully. These people are all bullies. They're career bullies.
So, again, like he told us he watched a video. He watched the stream of Kino Casino trying to get a squatter like kicked out on the street. That's not bullying content. Oh, because she's homeless, so it's okay because they're not people. Like, this dude always wants to pretend as if like he cares about the human condition and people are suffering and this and that. But he has no empathy about what would drive someone to be a squatter. People don't squat for fun, DSP. They might be squatting because they're homeless. And that's kind of like a bad time to be in. Usually when you're homeless, it's not like they're not homeless for fun. Why do you think they're homeless, DSP?
Right? So I'm
they just don't want to work, right?
I want to know what's going on, and I honestly hope
DSP just doesn't want to work. He does streams. He doesn't want to work. You know, if Kat ever loses her job, she just doesn't want to work. That's why she lost her job. She just didn't want to work. Guaranteed, these two would love that.
That things would get better, but I don't know. Because again, I don't even know what's going on with this guy. At this point now, I see clips of him eating edibles on stream. And
oh my god, really? There's like people are talking about that Dropbox still probably, and just saying like, oh, this dude is being a little bitch. He's deleting VODs and stuff like that's like desperate behavior. But what DSP focuses on desperate behavior is eating edibles. This dude, and people keep saying, oh, dude, does cats smoke weed? I don't think they do. The way they talk about weed is like the most like Nancy Reagan era behavior. Like this is like, imagine you tell Nancy Reagan, guys, Nancy, marijuana is legal now. She'd like die again.
Keep his eyes open. It's like, oh my god, this guy is something else. Like this,
just say no.
This is content.
He thinks this is content.
1 million subs. This guy's a dream, and he can barely keep his eyes open. It's like,
oh my god, he's actively thinking like Rich is like on stream just like, that's why I'm right now, man. Oh my god, and it's like, dude, there are worse things that are on the internet that's more pathetic than people getting high. I don't think getting high on weed is like that fucked up to see. I think when like people are doing like fucked up alcohol, like they're like mixing alcohol with like other like fucked up chemicals, and they're doing shit like that. Like, I don't know who it was that Anthony was watching. He was watching some clip, and I was like, I had to leave the stream. It's like I can't watch this. This is like way too much, and it's like, this is way too disgusting. I couldn't stomach it because it was like fucked up what I was watching. And then this dude is like freaking out over fucking edibles, man. There's worse stuff people do on the internet than fucking edibles.
It's like, oh my god, this guy is something else. Like this, he thinks this is content. It's like sad. 1 million subs.
Sad.
This guy has 1 million subs.
Wow.
Holy shit.
We're gonna start shaming him for his sub count.
I'll have more information.
And then, you know, the other thing is this dude says that subs don't matter. It's full of bots. Fuck subs. It's all about the support, man. And this dude is dangling Rich's subs over his head. Okay.
Hopefully soon. I gotta work. Not only do I have to talk with the Kino Casino guys, but a lot of this, again, is hinging on when this documentary will happen for us to be able to arrange anything. So I gotta try to figure this out, okay? Okay. All right.
Opinions. You know what? Okay. I love this timestamp. Opinions and negativity. Even OP Boone's AI fucking shit understands he's being negative and is full of negativity.
Okay, so I covered all that. Oh, all right. So what we like to do?
Okay, we're not doing fucking the schedule because I think he does go in more. He goes back to negativity because why would he like stay out of it, right? Halloween plans, Bungie layoffs. We're not doing gamer news, guys. Sorry. We're already an hour in. Okay, we're doing decent with time. Decent. Large tip and story. Renewed Let's Plays announcement. New segment conclusion commentary on drama. Oh my god. We go back to it. Frustration with oh god. Oh wait, no, this might be about Twitch. Oh god, I don't know. Let's just do the see where it goes.
You know, you guys know my experience there. You know the ups and downs that I had over the years at Twitch.
Oh my god, ups and
Some
downs.
of the most asinine, dumb decisions I've ever seen. Yelling at me because my bit.
Yeah, you know what? DSP never bans people by accident, by the way. Again, he got mad that Twitch accidentally banned him. And then he unbanned him. But guess what? That happens in DSP's chat all the time. Should we all say DSP is a piece of shit because he bans people by accident?
My bitrate was too high when everyone else was using that bitrate too.
Yeah, but they're not talking about those other people. They're talking about you specifically. Like, dude, you're not special. Why am I not getting special treatment? How does he know that maybe that guy was gonna go to them next? What if he was the first one that they were gonna like reprimand. Then they're gonna go to someone else. Okay.
But I'm the one who gets singled out. Come back years later, I build up my big community there. Could have sued them, didn't, but I could have sued them for lost revenue because they refused to prove any kind of.
What lost revenue? They paid you, though. You can't sue for lost revenue when they paid you. Because, dude, they terminated the contract and paid what they owed. And after the termination, you're not owed that. Like, if someone fires me at a job, they're not going to pay me for the next month of work that I'm not doing. That makes no sense. What loss of revenue?
Kind of violation of any terms of service whatsoever, which they legally had to do.
By the way, when Dr. Disrespect was banned and we didn't know why, he literally said that was in the terms of service. But now that you know,
you can't just penalize someone without showing what they did wrong. You have to prove it. They didn't prove it. Could have sued. I said, nah, you know what?
I said, nah. Another lie. Another lie from Phil Burnell, from the king. Because he said he couldn't afford to sue them. If I sued them, I would lose more money. Like, the money I get from the lawsuit would not cover the amount of money that I spent to sue them. But now he's like, I said, nah, I was a nice guy. Oh, man.
Fuck him. I don't want to be treated like that. I'll go somewhere else. And now I'm here on YouTube, and I have not had a single problem.
Again, when he does these little podcasts, he always LARPs as a tough guy. He loves LARPing as a tough guy and a victim.
Right?
Just like he loves to LARP as a homeless man in a house.
So, you know, it is what it is.
What if he's a squatter? Uh-oh.
And I'm not going to...
It's starting to make sense. Think about it. He's squatting in a house. And he desperately needs money. What? Starting to add up.
Back there. I don't want to be treated like that. And I have no confidence with the sinking ship of how bad it's gotten. You know, you hear all the horror stories of this bullshit political stuff is going on over there.
What's going on politically on Twitch? I mean, they did unban Trump. I guess that's what happened. They unbanned Trump. That's terrible. Because, you know, when Trump was streaming on Twitch, he definitely was streaming. Like, he was streaming games. Like, I love that these politicians open these channels, and then you go to the channels, and it's like, really nothing. It's a nothing burger. Like, it's almost like, why would they make these channels? I kind of wonder if they made these channels because they want to avoid people impersonating them. You know? It just seems kind of pointless that these people would make channels
over there, and they're pushing this kind of agenda. And
what agenda are they pushing? Again, is it because they're banning people that they deem like problematic? I mean, he bans people for who have Subaru in the name. Like, again, it's their website. If they want to ban people because they think that what they're saying is like problematic, that's their prerogative. It's their site. You don't have to agree with it, but it's their site. That's you know, that's what you agreed to.
Good luck getting seen when you got women undressing constantly.
Oh yeah, they're undressing constantly. Okay, we're gonna go to Twitch. Let's go to Twitch. Let's go to the trending tab. Oh guys, she's taking off her clothes right now. Look at that. She's taking them off as she's talking. That guy, he's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be a cam girl. What the fuck is he doing there? Gameplay? Okay, yeah, right. Watch. It's gonna be a girl taking her top off. Oh no, it's a dude who's wearing a tank top. This is very sexual. Oh my god. Oh, what's this? Look at all these cam girls. What the fuck? I'm getting like pissed off. Where wrestling? Oh. Oh my god. What's she doing? This looks very suggestive. What's in her hand? Is that a pickle Rick? Better not be. Guys, hentai. Twitch got hentai. This site sucks. Oh god, look at that. Garbage. Guys, she's in pajamas. Terrible. Terrible. I can't look at this. You know, this is a family video. Okay.
And fucking it's okay over there. They like it. Like,
they like
okay.
it.
That's really
okay. Again, you go there, and it's just streams. Like, I know what he means, but it's just stupid. And even then, even so, it's not that, like, you can't find people anyway. Like, this dude is so brain dead. And then this dude spent a career on YouTube saying, oh, I wish YouTube had the discoverability that Twitch has. But now he's saying the discoverability is ass there. Sure, buddy.
That's really what I want to be, right?
Right?
Sorry, I don't want to be on a fucking OnlyFans site competing with people. I'm trying to stream and play a video game and
competing with people. You're not competing with anyone. Like, this kind of career he's in, you don't have to look at it as a competition. But the fact that he does really shows how positive he is. But then when something bad happens, he wants to be your friend. Fuck this guy.
And hang out with an audience and be a normal person. You know?
Oh yeah, it's not normal what they do, right? Because their sexual content's immoral and negative, and we should ban it. We should ban the internet. We should censor the internet. Let's censor it. And not think about it. Let's not think about the ramifications of censoring the internet.
Sorry for me, you know, I'm trying to make a living here in the land of normalcy, but
like, who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? You know, people talk about like how sex content should not get paid, but they'll watch porn. But if you don't want people to get paid to have sex and shit and to fuck and all that stuff, porn won't exist, and you can't fap to it. Okay.
Anyway,
at the end of the day, who fucking cares? Like, it's a non-issue in my opinion.
That's the news for today. It's now time for shout-outs. Okay. Let's see. Chill.
Let's.
Anyway, wow. I received.
Wait a second. What did Chill Force say?
Oh, you didn't know that? Chill Force says, I look forward to those renewed Let's Plays. I didn't know you were doing that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, wow.
Wow.
I received. Let's see here.
We gotta read this. It's a long one.
Listen to this.
Listen to this.
I just received a $100 tip. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
And this person has a big story to tell. Okay?
Okay.
So let's see what they have to say. Thank you so much. An insanely huge, supportive $100 tip.
Okay.
First of
We're
all,
still making good time.
play.
Oh, he's gonna dance now. He's doing the milking dance.
I'm feeling better today. I can dance. Yesterday I didn't feel good.
He can milk. He's milking.
I can actually dance.
This is the milking dance.
So much better today.
He's milking the tipper. That's what that dance means.
So, listen to this. This person says their name is
again, this dude was mocking people for when they got money, they would do a little dance for them. Oh, they'd pay them and they would do this for them and this and that. He gets a $100 tip and he dances for them. Interesting, huh?
Jason. So let's get Jason on the leaderboard. Let's read their story.
The obligatory Jason.
And thank you so very much. What an insanely generous contribution here today to start. That is awesome of you. Okay. My name is Jason, and I'd like to tell you my story a bit. I discovered you through It's a Gundam. That's another guy, for the record. I know nothing about that person whatsoever. I've never seen him.
He doesn't know anything about him, but when he was in the Slide Scrolls, he definitely knew something about him, but he also didn't know how he sounded like. Okay.
Piece of content. I don't know anything about who they are, what they do. I just know that they literally rag on me all the time, just like Rich does.
No, he rags on you like Kino, man. He's just razzing you, man. He wants to be your friend. You should talk to him.
And I don't know what the fuck their problem is. They tried to interject themselves into the Screw Attack, or the Side Scrollers interview that I had. I was like, who are you?
Okay.
Well, first of all, why do you sound like Yucko the Clown?
he is so upset saying Yucko the clown. And dude, this is such a lame insult. Such a lame attempt. Because he thinks being called the clown is like a massive own. It's really like when I was I'm gonna bring this up again. When I was a little baby, a little kid, and I thought the biggest insult that I could give you is calling you a big baby. Like that was it. I call you a big baby. That was it. And this dude is doing that with clown. Like he calls you a clown. That's it. That's it. That's where you're at. If you're a clown, you're done. You're done. Done. But this dude, when he was in the side scrollers thing, I was like, is that Yucko the Clown? Why does he sound like Yucko the Clown? You know, Howard Stern? You know, Yucko the Clown? And then like, and no one laughed. No one cared. People were just like, no, that's it's a Gundam. What are you talking about? And then like it just fall flat. And DSP just tried again, and since he has no one else to like roll their eyes, he just goes with it. What are you saying, like Yucko the Clown? I mean, on the other hand, dude, he says you can't make fun of people for stuff you can't change. What if he was born with that voice, DSP? Why are you making a big deal of how he sounds? Okay.
Because you do. You sound exactly like Yucko the Clown from the Howard Stern show. And why do you constantly try to interject yourself into my life? You're a loser. Get the fuck out of my life and keep my fucking name out of your lips.
He's starting to get very insecure about saying mouth now. Because people are making fun of him for saying mouth. And all this shit. Like, dude, like, you're that shook about that? Okay, cool.
You incredible asshole. But anyway.
And then I like that this dude gave him $100, said, I love you, because I watched it from It's a Gundam. And he kind of, like, shames him. It's like he wants to, like, double down the pignosis on Jason. Like, he wants Jason to, like, then go back to It's a Gundam and tell him, you suck, It's a Gundam. I watched Phil, and he's cool. You're wrong. And he said you're like Yucko the Clown. You're like a clown. And then It's a Gundam is gonna have a realization, and then he's gonna stop being negative, and he's gonna start talking about good things again, and he's gonna make good content and say that Phil's cool and love his content, right?
I discovered you.
Oh my god, is that the mail? Are we finally getting mail early?
It's a Gundam. I started coming to your streams and seeing what the big deal was. I admit I was a detractor, leaning due to how I discovered you. Oh, I was detractor leaning due to how I had discovered you. I got banned pretty much right away about 2 years ago. I probably deserve that. I thought I was being a shithead. Anyway,
this is such a lame fucking post, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is from Kino Casino," but this post, like, I'll say this as well. I'm still gonna rag on these kind of donations because he gets these donations all the time, and it's like so pathetic. Oh, Phil, you're right. I watched. This is how you don't play. And then I watched your videos. And I realized you're a cool man, and like I was mean, and you were right. So I understand why you banned me. Like, okay, like we've heard this song and dance before, and it's like it's never not lame.
I was in the Kino Casino chat, and you came by with when you were doing the Mr. Beast bars review. For those who don't know, I want to say it was like Friday of last week, and this was when I just heard of who these Kino Casino guys were, and I heard that they had reacted to my reaction to Rich previously, so I went to check out their live stream on Kick just on a whim, and they were actually going to do when I reviewed the Feastables bar earlier this year. Remember I did 2 Feastables bars review on DSP Reacts? So they were reviewing that, they were watching and reacting to it, and I dropped in and started talking in their chat when that was happening. Okay, so that's what he's describing here. I gotta admit, seeing you as a normal guy interact.
The dude said I saw you in Kino's chat when they were watching you eat Mr. Beast bars or whatever the fuck. That explained everything, DSP. You didn't need to explain the explanation.
Acting with people who you don't have a bias against, or no, people who don't have bias against you.
Wait, what?
Talking in their chat when that was happening. Okay, so that's what he's describing here. I gotta admit, seeing you as a normal guy interacting with people who you don't have a bias against, or no, people who don't have bias against you.
Oh man,
Has actually changed
he's not
my
normal.
viewpoint
I'm
on
sorry, those chat posts. He's not normal.
you. You're a good guy, just trying to make your way through a crazy, cruel world like the rest of us. And I want to officially apologize for my
Oh
previous.
my god, dude! Everyone's doing that. This the thing that's like so weak about this. You could say that to Rich too. You could say that to anyone. We were all like fucking suffering through life. Like, dude, come on now, dog.
Detracting. I hope to see you play Tekken with Andy. Have a great day and keep your head up. Well, I don't. Here's the weird thing about all that. Like, that's how I am every day on my own streams. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. You would not bring up iDubbbz and call him a cuck on your own fucking streams, DSP. You would not do that. No, incorrect.
I'm saying, like, I'm a normal dude. I'm not here pulling.
He didn't talk about people being incels and saying that people who are 24 and they're incels is weird. I mean, but he can understand 40-year-old incels. Like, he doesn't, like, okay.
Stunts. I'm not here lighting fires. I'm not here doing pranks. I'm not causing drama. I'm just playing games, just having a fun conversation. Like, that's me. That's the real me. You know? The old Phil of yesteryear, who used to do all kinds of stupid shit. You know,
what stupid shit? You go back to the old videos, and they're all just him playing video games. What stunts did he do? Let's see. He ate the double down, and then it's really just he made stupid commentary. But guess what? He still does. Like, the criticism of that never changed in any meaningful way, because it went from just like non-stop ogling video game characters to now we just get clown noises and sound effects, stuff you literally do for toddlers. Like, that's the commentary we get. Like, dude, come on.
You know, constant sexual commentary and shit like that. You know, those days are long gone, right? And I wish, that's what I've said this over the years. I just wish that I could do what everyone else gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else can hang out and have fun. Everyone else can go on someone else's show and just shoot the shit.
He watches other YouTubers with Cat. He's enjoying content from other people, though. And the other thing is that he also went to another Twitch chat and he was able to comment in that chat. And that was fine. Nothing happened. This is completely made up. He has done this before. This is all an invented fear that's unfounded. He went to other streams before. And no one attacked him. No one attacked him. He would only be attacked if he went to a Rich stream or a Keemstar stream or whatever the fuck. Mostly drama streams. But then, on the other hand, he interacts with other people anyway. He tweeted at Mega64, and they did not like, Ralph, you're a piece of shit. They just didn't give a fuck. He apologized, and of course they're gonna accept it because like they're already over it. Like, they didn't take it personally. They just thought it was funny that this dude didn't get the joke. Like, if you watch Todd and Aaron and you think that that's being serious, that in itself is just funny. Okay.
The shit. Anyone else can be a guest. Anyone else can collab. Anyone else could do a lobby with someone in Street Fighter and not have their detractors go mass harass the person for a month straight.
Brian was not harassed though. Brian had a good time. He talked to other detractors. He wasn't harassed. Like, what did they do to him? He acts as if like Brian was like harassed off the internet, but he didn't. Okay.
You know, that's normal activity. Like,
again, it is so funny to me when he was being buddy with Brian, he was being negative to Derek. But then when that stopped being a thing, he went back to being buddy with Derek. Isn't that funny? And he's so lucky Derek is mega dented that he didn't like pick up on that. He didn't ask himself, wow, when DS was playing with Brian, DS was being negative to me, and now he's being kind to me? Wow, this guy's a fake fuck. No, because Derek loves the attention he gets. No matter what. Negative or positive.
We just do that stuff and do fun stuff with life. I'm not allowed to do that. Just like I'm not allowed to have a sponsorship or a partnership, because if I ever do, the detractors go harass the fuck out of the company. And even though there have been times when the company outright says to me, we have no problem with you, we just can't deal with your detractors, I suffer for it, right? That's actually what happened when I was partnered with Curse for a year after the Machinima fallout.
That's not true.
I was partnered with Curse for a year on YouTube as my partnership company,
because
and they literally dropped me saying your detractors constantly contact me all the time, like nonstop.
I wonder if this is the thing they say. Like they lay him off or whatever. They lay him off or whatever, and then dude's like, "Why? Why are you doing this?" They're like, "Oh my god, now I want to know why." Just tell them the trolls got to us. Just say that. I mean that's not gonna hurt our brand because no one's gonna care. And I go, okay.
Be bothered with that anymore. We have to let you go. Exactly. I can't play Fight Game. Why? Because you know my detractors would find a way to reverse engineer it to get my IP address because they're losers. You know?
How does you know that would happen?
The thing is, I am a normal guy. I would love to do all those things. I can't do them because of these mental cases. These really ill people.
But you know, technically he could do Fightcade. He could get a VPN, and he could do a free trial of it, and then like not renew it if it sucks. He could do that. Why doesn't he do that? They offer free trials. Why does he do the free trial?
Go with me. And I don't think at this point there's anything I can really do to change that besides other people of intelligence, logic, and matter-of-factness seeing this situation for what it is from the outside and saying, what is wrong with these people? These people need to be called out and stopped, right?
They need to be stopped. I remember he was saying, leave them alone. Don't instigate. Don't instigate. Now, they got to be stopped.
Seeing that start to happen now. And that's a great thing because I've only been going through this for over a decade, you know? At this point,
he said this so many times. So many times. 2018, the debunk stream. The internet took a look at me, and finally, they're seeing the bullshit. I feel like I'm starting over, and the trolls, they're eating crow. He had streams bragging about how the trolls have nothing anymore because he debunked it all. And now that means nothing again. How long will it last that this is starting to happen? And it's only happening because Rich is being exposed, but Rich was already a lol cow. Okay.
You know, it starts off with, they had a point. This is how you don't play, had a point. I sucked at games. I was making money sucking. I was making fun of game developers. I was a lazy content.
Making money sucking. I mean, maybe back then that was a big deal, but I think over time people are just like, yeah, why should we care about how they play a game? Just like play the game and enjoy it. Whatever.
Creator, the content was immoral and had a lot of nasty commentary. You know, we keep going on and on with all the
again, this is all platitudes, all performative, because later on he would just say, I could say that, but then people would be blurred about it. And all this other shit. Like, people are so weak to these days. You just can't be funny anymore.
All the things they used to say. But then you continue on. Like, so what happened after that? Well, now Phil starts to change for the better. So now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing.
Again, life is ever going. Things will just keep happening. People can still find issue with you, DSP. Just because you change doesn't mean that you're not a piece of shit. People can change, and it could be for the worse or for the better for some people. Like, yeah, okay, you don't suck at games that much. You don't blame the developers that much. Okay, but you still, like, cry about money when money is low, and then you hide behind stating facts. You then just say stuff that's just not true, or easily debunked, or you just say stuff that you know is fake. Like, these are things that just happen, and if he doesn't think that any of this stuff is true, you know, that's his opinion of himself. Like, people can have opinion about me that I may not agree with, and that's whatever. People have opinions. But this dude acts as if, like, no, that it's all not true. I mean, and then he does the meme. If it does, it doesn't even matter, or whatever the fuck. But, I've said this too. The WWE Champions does not need to be true for me to feel that he wastes money. Because we see it every day. He buys expensive versions of games for no reason. He doesn't need, like, day one views is almost not a thing anymore. It's only a thing if you just want to be, like, in the trending, and that's mostly, like, the first week. Like, yet it's a window now. It's not just a little door. It's a window. And even then, it's like, is the commentary good? Like, there's all these things, and he doesn't care. He has not done suggestion box in months. He's never gonna do it, by the way. And then when he does do it, he always does whataboutisms. And then he dismisses actual criticism. The co-op criticism he got for Cat was good criticism. And he dismissed it and said that the dude was nitpicking and asking too much. It was asking too much to say that DSP should talk more with Cat. That's asking too much. If you think it's asking too much to talk to your own fucking wife, then I don't know what to tell you. It should not be hard to talk to your fucking wife. It should not be a challenge. And yet it is for Phil.
The next thing. And eventually it became the things that they were saying were bad don't exist. Why? Because they don't care if it's real or not. They're not trying to prove a point anymore. They're not trying to say I'm bad and improve. They're just trying to say he's bad no matter what. Because what's happened is there's this...
He is bad no matter what. He doesn't change. And when he does, it's not real. It's all performative. Like, look at the Mike Plum situation. When that started, he was like, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna not be mean in fighting games anymore. A week later, fuck this game. These people are all scrubs. Fuck you. And all this shit. It's all fake and meaningless. When he changed his commentary to be less racist and sexist and blah blah blah, it came with, oh, people today, they can't handle that. Oh, I did that slave trade joke, and they couldn't handle that. But if you meaningfully understand the problematic nature of racist jokes and all this stuff, he could have at least said, oh, I thought that the slave trade joke was funny. I do think that I do see why people think it's a racist joke and it's problematic. I did not intend for it to be that way. It just meant to be a joke, and that's my bad. Sorry. He couldn't even do that. That's asking too much, because apologizing is for weak people, and DSP's not a weak bitch, okay? And it's like, this is like lame, and this dude is so fake to the point it means nothing. This dude could change, and he could not beg anymore and all this stuff, and I would not care. Because guess what? This dude would only do it because he didn't want to get bullied anymore. He wouldn't do it because he wanted to. Like, he didn't want to get a new camera because he didn't pay for it. It was easier for him to rationalize dumping like $500 to buy the Cadillac of Fight Sticks, Street Fighter 6 Ultimate, and Mortal Kombat 1 Deluxe Edition. That was an easy purchase for him to rationalize than paying $200 for that face cam, for that camera. To buy that mini PC that's like $300, $400, could not do that. That's too much money. But that fight stick, okay, that's for the business, not the thing that actually matter. And then he'll have the gall to flex these improvements that he did it. The PC he's getting from Cat. Oh, I'm finally someday I'm finally improving my PC. But he had to use Cat's PC that she wasn't using anymore to do that. He got all that money in the with all those memberships that from Team Ico Gamer. Where did that money go? To buy Cat an Xbox Series S. Now, it's fine if you wanted to buy her a gift, sure. But this dude was telling us that he wants to improve the business and this and that. And the first thought was giving her a gift. And again, when you're buying a gift for your significant other, it doesn't have to be expensive. It's the thought. Like, you don't have to buy, like, at that point, he should buy her a Mercedes. Buy her a Mercedes car. A Mercedes Benz. He should get her the best car ever. And then buy her and then, like, since he's taking her PC, buy the high-end PC for her. Like, why not buy, and then, like, if he wants to say that he wants to put his money to, like, home improvements and all this shit, why didn't he buy a new dishwasher? But then, when he buys a new tire for his car, he bitches about it. Like, but this dude is so much better now than he was back then, guys.
This weird parasocial relationship.
And then, and then he does this shit. This stuff. This shit. Get a load of this bullshit. This hot bullshit. Get a load. Get a load of this. Like,
they're not trying to prove a point anymore. They're not trying to say I'm bad and improve. They're just trying to say he's bad no matter what. Because what's happened is there's this weird parasocial relationship where these people have created a cult-like culture around hating me. They have entire years-long friendships.
This dude, I don't want to hear it. This is tantamount to like those e-girls on Twitch that DSP says have parasocial relationships, literally telling you that, like, mugging other people for having that. You know, it's very clear why a lot of these, like, streamers that DSP, like, thinks exist, they probably don't spend their time shitting on other people, because guess what? They don't want to focus on that. They want to focus on what they're doing. Like, it is so insane to me when you look at this, and it makes you kind of make an argument that these titty streamers are less harmful to people than he is. Because, as I said, I don't know if it was with him, I think it was with him, but at least with titty streamers, you know up front what you're getting. They're honest with what they're streaming. They may not say it, but you go to the streams and you see it and you're like, okay, like, whatever. And it is what it is. If people want to give these people money, so be it. Just like as people can give DSP money, so be it. Whatever. But DSP cannot, like, at least those people that are being, like, in some ways honest. I mean, they're being honest this visually because you know what they're doing. They are at least not wasting time being negative about other people. And they're not sitting there on stream talking about people who hate them. Like, come on. And then, like, the times that you do see them respond to it, it's always about them, like, saying shit about them. So at the very least, they're actually responding to people being, like, sexist to them. They can make that argument. But DSP, who is Mr. like, I want to be left alone, always shits on people and then says that, oh, it's about our relationship. We have a meaningful content. You come here and you understand what I'm all about. Thank you. And you guys are so cool. You guys understand me. What we have is meaningful and we have a relationship. And then the next day he'll say we're not friends, but then the next day he'll say my friends and all this other shit. Because he just says shit. And then he mocks detractors for having friendships. What the fuck is that? Honestly, let's think about this. I'm making detractor videos, right? I upload them. I'm on Twitter. I talk to people on Twitter. And I start to, like, talk with them. And I start to, like, get along with them. That somehow is fucked up in DSP. But guess what? DSP had a fucking Hate Live episode where he played a clip of P-Dog and Air Raid Lord talking, and they both formed a friendship. A friendship! Through DSP's content! And guess what? It gets even funnier. If we believe DSP's chat, and they're not all LARPers, he also had viewers that said, oh, I found my significant other through your content. But that's normal. But if I make content and I get along with people I talk to, that is fucked up. It's fucked up that we have found friends. What is this? What is this point? What is this? And so what? Why the fuck does he care about other people making friends? Why does he care who I'm friends with? But this dude will say, oh, my trolls, they are so butthurt that, like, this dude also just said in the same podcast that trolls went after Brian and to flood their stream chats and all this other stuff with the harassment because he talked to Phil. And look what he's doing now. He's going after trolls because they made friends. Isn't that just as bad? Why shouldn't I be able to make friends through whatever the fuck I do? Why do you care? Why do you care?
Fan or hater groups, discords, based on shitting on Darkside Phil. And the moment that goes away, where that veil is lifted and was like, oh my God, look at this weirdo toxic shit under here, they lose out on having that kind of association anymore. They won't have that relationship anymore.
What are you talking about? Who is this happening to? Shit. I mean, anyone on the internet this could have happened to. It could happen to him. And then he gets so defensive. This dude really needs to shut up sometimes. These are like what ifs. This is stuff that's not even guaranteed to happen. It's not innately gonna happen. Just because people detract on Phil does not mean automatically that they're problematic people. I can make that claim about anything at that rate. What are you talking about?
Anymore. You see? So to them, that's their lifestyle. Is every day I just hate on Phil and we make shit up and we try to ruin his life, and that's great.
Look at my screen. I don't know if that's.
What do you mean that's
scratch?
Weird? Well, now the light's finally being shined onto those people.
What?
Their lifestyle is every day I just hate on Phil and we make shit up and we try to ruin his life, and that's great. What do you mean that's weird? Well,
but what if how am I doing that? How is anyone doing that? The people he is throwing all these trolls under the same fucking carpet. But who at this point does like anything? He needs to name names. Enough with this like bullshit of these detractor groups. Again, the SOK got exposed and detractors said this is fucked up. And people have been open about things that are happening that may come off that way. And they don't like that shit. And they say, leave him alone and all this other shit. How are we ruining his life? I'm just uploading a video, just like he's gonna upload a video about watching Rich. But apparently I have a parasocial relationship. But the thing about parasocial relationships, the responsibility is on the person who's receiving it. Or whatever. Because if I'm making a video and you convince yourself that I'm your friend, and I'm not trying to be your friend, right? Let's say I'm just making a video, and you become my friend automatically. How is that my fault? This is like blaming DSP for Derek. Would DSP be cool, right? If he start blaming him for Derek's actions? Of course not. Of course not. But he is so quick to blame the detractor community for how other people act. Hello, come on. This is the same fucking bullshit that a lot of people just automatically assume with girl streamers. That's why this stigma is ridiculous sometimes. Because sometimes they just want to stream. They're not intending for anything, and yet they're being told that they're doing stuff that they're not intending. But is that fair? No, but DSP will always be the one that does that. But then, when he gets called out, he'll like walk it back, or he'll say, I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about this other thing. Because this dude is such a piece of shit. And then he says, oh, I changed. Why do people hate me? DSP gets comments like this, that people hate you. These are unfounded speculations. This is all speculation. And guess what? He hates it when people do that to him. But why do people hate him? The world will never know. No one will know why people hate this guy.
Well, now the light's finally being shined onto those people.
On
and
Rich.
People are like, what the fuck? Like, listen, the Kino Casino guys, fair enough, they'll make fun of me.
DSP, do you know what they did? Do you know anything of their past? Of course not. This dude his research was him seeing them react to him watching the chocolate bar video. That was him doing research. He did not look at the other stuff that's out there on the internet that's about them. Okay.
And they'll make fun of things that I've done and stuff, but they have looked at the situation and they're like, we don't get the detractor shit. We don't. Like, there's a difference.
Dude, Rich went to war against the detractors for you over this. And you didn't even stand with him. Like, that's why I have no respect for Rich. He does stuff for a dude who will throw him under the bus as many times as he wants for fun, even for fun, not even for a reason. Pandally, at least he had the excuse that she broke up with him, and she left her soaps in his house. So at least, like, you could kind of see why he was upset, even though, like, you know, dude, come on, get over it, kind of shit. But Rich, he will just throw into the bus for fun. He'll do it laughing. And Rich will just crawl out of under the bus and then still kneel for Phil. He'll still kneel for the king until the next bus arrives, and it will happen again. And then Rich will just do it again. Because Rich loves this guy. He wants so badly for DSP to come to his streams, but it will never happen. It will never happen. In fact, he's going to Kino Casino. And man, and now Rich is gonna either be Rich is in a super losing position, because he's either gonna have to decide, yeah, Phil sucks, and then deal with the troll saying, wow, it took you this long to realize that DSP wasn't there for you. What a bitch, even though they're already calling him a bitch. Or he's gonna still defend this guy while this guy is joining in on shitting on Phil on Rich again. So Rich is really like, people like bring up Boogie having a humiliation fetish, but at least it's a fetish. At least Boogie is getting off. He's getting something out of it. Rich is doing this, and I don't know if this is a fetish of his or he's truly that dented. Like, that's where Rich is. That's where Rich is in life versus Boogie. Like, Boogie at least, like, brings stuff on his own, and he can hide behind the humiliation fetish. But what will Rich do? Because Rich is, Rich.
Difference between make fun of the guy for his shortcomings or literally try to ruin his life and make it he can't do anything because you're up his ass about it constantly. And that, I mean, if difference between make fun of the guy for his shortcomings or literally try to ruin his life and make it he can't do anything because you're up his ass about it constantly. And that, I mean,
whatever.
If they as outsiders have seen it and recognized it, that's
like, this is why I hope that they're being facetious, because, like, come on.
Just the tip of the iceberg. That means it's going to start happening everywhere now. And because
he thinks that these people are like mainstream people. Like, these are people that, like, again, he doesn't know much about them. Does he know the history of Andy Worski? Like, does he even know why they're on Kick in the first place?
They're kind of brave to speak up.
They're brave.
I think what's going to happen is you're going to see other people now start to see it as well. Again, what people used to like to do is group me in with other lolcow people who I'm not. I am not Boogie. I am not Wings. I am not LTG. I don't lean into lolcow shit to make money. I'm the opposite. I don't want any association with that bullshit. I just want to be left alone. But no one will leave me alone.
But you're joining in on streamers that do drama content that focus on lolcows. How are you not involved? Like, dude, this is like being an accessory to murder, then being like, why am I here? I didn't do it. This other guy did it. Why am I in trouble? And it's like, dude, you're an accessory. Like, you're part of it. Like, dude, come on.
Alone because they're mentally ill and they get some kind of parasocial relationship, not off of me, but off of hating on me with their bully groups. So now the veil's been drawn back and people are seeing the corrupted, disgusting shit that's under there.
Dude,
and like,
parasocial relationships are just a thing that happens on the internet in general. You don't have to be a specific streamer. You don't have to be a whatever. The moment that you start interacting with people over the internet, you may form that. Again, this is like the dangers of the internet that you learn, or you should learn, when you start using it. Again, I tell you this story all the time. My dad would tell me when we had dial up in the 90s and all this other shit. And he ingrained in my mind, because I told him, like, oh wow guys, I use AOL Instant Messenger and I just was able to talk to my friends. It's so cool, maybe it's so instantaneous, blah blah blah. And he's like, Theo, you gotta be careful who you talk to online. You don't know, these people could come to your house and kill you with double barrel shotgun. They could tie us up and do this. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, careful, and that's what it is. I mean, there's stuff you have to be careful about. Shit happens. I mean, shit happens. Sometimes you can't control everyone. I mean, people are people, but you have to be careful who you interact with. No brainer, right? Correct. But DSP has such a poor judgment of character that it's so laughable that this dude is saying this to me. Because this dude has modded people he shouldn't have modded, that all betrayed him in one way or another. He was constantly led astray by a lot of other stuff. He joined the side scrollers and then said that was a bad idea. He did all this stuff and he kept saying that he got betrayed. And it's like, dude, you're telling us that we're the ones that need a better judge of character? Dude, you have a history of making bad decisions.
You're like, oh man. So I think it's the beginning of the end, quite frankly. It just took a really long time to get here. And I hope that it continues, But I guess we'll see.
I hope it continues.
You gotta take
this dude, I think ALT brought this up, that DSP is low-key hoping, praying that Kino and their viewers are all gonna white knight for Phil and end the trolls. And again, this is stuff that DSP said in the past he did not want to be involved in. And he said that everyone should be left alone and all this other shit. Now he's like getting a wet dream over the idea that Kino Casino may actually a white knight for him. And then people may wake up and leave detractor channels. Dude, this supposedly was going on for years, because he would get super chats, cheers even back then, saying, I came from a detractor channel and I realized they're full of shit and you're cool. And he would say, wow, man, that's so cool. But obviously he didn't mean it, because now he means it, because he loves Kino. He loves Kino Casino.
Take everything with a grain of salt. I've been through situations where I felt like people were being nice to me, and then I get stabbed in the back, and then I get treated like dirt.
And again, he said this, but he's already... This relationship he has with Kino Casino wasn't even a week old. Not even a year. And he's talking as if like he can trust them. And how he's careful, but he already wants to do content with them. Like, do the content, and then after a year of doing content with them and they're still like being cool with you, then you can like say they're cool. Okay.
I just hope that doesn't happen.
This dude is the biggest victim of parasocial relationships, because I don't remember anyone when I stream or anything having their parent come on and say, Theo, I don't want to use a real viewer. I'm gonna make up a viewer. Billy was in the hospital, so he's gonna come back within a week. I'm like, oh man, guys, prayers for Billy. Like, dude, come on. Like, no one has done that, and I've not seen anyone do that in detractor channels, because no one like gets that way. And sometimes, like, I can understand that it may happen sometimes. I mean, again, parasocial relationships are a thing that happen on the internet. But then at some point, you're either gonna grow up or you're just gonna realize that, like, okay, this is kind of cringe, or that, like, hey, he's just a guy making videos and this and that, not that deep, and whatever. And you go on with life, whatever. Like, it's just how it is. And this is the thing that's there's talk about, like, the mental health of like social media and like I think some years are like there's been a few debates about like attorney generals like putting out like a warning or whatever about this about social media, and some people laugh at that and this and that, but there is a degree of risk with social media as far as like mental health is concerned, because you start to get more invested with what is going on. You get a like on a tweet and you're like, oh, this person liked my tweet, oh my god. Like it's fine to like people liking the shit that you post and this and that. There's nothing wrong with it innately. It's just that you got like taking breaks from social media is helpful, and like just understanding that look, these are just random people online that just may like what you're posting and this and that. That's it. It may not be that deep and this and that, like, and that is good advice. But DSP is so dented and so ingrained in internet that he doesn't take any meaningful breaks or anything. That's why when you see the chat post from Kino Casino, he's immediately enthralled and like swept in with a parasocial relationship. This dude is like you dealt with Brian. Brian literally like DSP was like, he's my streamer friend, and Brian was like, like he's just a guy I stream with, like he's cool, sure, but like that was like that's it, like it's not that deep. And I was like making the joke that DSP didn't even get friend zoned, he got acquaintance zoned. And it's like that's kind of should be the expectation, correct? That you're just acquaintances, or you're just like whatever, you're just like random people on the street. Like, yeah, you can form friendships online over time and this and that, but that's like situational. And that's like very different from just saying, you're my friend, and then acting like that. That's completely different. But this dude is being so clingy to Kino Casino, it's really weird. It's the same thing with Mike Klum. The way he's like, oh, these people are respectable, and they are like, Sir June the King, thank you for making the video. Sir Moist, thank you for noticing that I was begging too hard. Sir Kino Casino, thank you for watching my content. Like, this dude is the biggest victim of the parasocial relationship. And he tricks his own viewers to doing that. Why do you think he has all these viewers in his chat, like, who thinks that he's their friend? He's not. But okay.
It happened for the millionth time. It would be nice. It would be a nice change in my life to actually be treated with some dignity and respect for once. Because I reciprocate dignity and respect.
No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. You piece of little shit. No, you don't. No, you don't. Incorrect. Because this dude, like, highlights a chat member and mocks them. And then says they don't know how to speak English. If it's something mean. Or if it's like a honest like question or whatever, he mocks them sometimes. He calls his own viewers stupid sometimes. You know what? He has a video. He has a pre-stream saying that the common YouTube viewer is a dumb fuck. He shits on Nintendo fans for just simply liking Nintendo games. They're not shitting on DSP. They're minding their business, playing Zelda, enjoying the amiibos they're buying. And this dude is saying that they're stupid and they're ruining the industry. Does that sound like a dude that's reciprocating respect? And it's earned, not given. This dude is so dented. If he wants to be respected, he should be doing these kind of segments less. And he should just practice what he preaches, but he doesn't. He never does. He never does.
I'm treated with dignity and respect. I will give that back to you. And I don't feel like I get that fair treatment. Maybe I will now. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Maybe I will. No, you won't. Because guess what? That is also a thing that's person to person. If Kino Casino feels that they're being respected by him, that's fine. They could feel that way and they could reciprocate that. Whatever the fuck. But not everyone feels that way. I can feel disrespected by the way he's talking to me. Again, he talks to his chat like they don't know how to read. The dude explains painfully how to give him money. He explains the explanation. The dude tipped, and he explained what the tip meant. The tip said like, I saw you at the Kino Casino stream watching Mr. Beast chocolate. He explained what he was explaining. Why would he do that if you respect us enough? He doesn't respect his chat. That's why he regurgitates information. When he gets criticism, he doesn't take it honestly. He doesn't give anyone respect. Get out of here with this bullshit.
And now here's the other thing as well. Okay? Cordy the Kid just did a super chat, and I want to address this directly. Cordy the Kid says, every dono makes detractor seed. As much as that's true, I've always said this, and I will stick to my guns. Please listen. This is very...
That's not the case. He said in the vest streak that the vest is a symbol that I'll never go away. And he does these minor flexes. The trolls try to do all this stuff and they can't get rid of me. And all this stuff. Like, yeah, you're not saying give him money to make the troll seethe, but you brag about troll seething anyway. It's just that with a different mask.
This is very important. Do not contribute to my content to make my detractors cry. Do not do that. I only ask that you contribute to my content if you like my content and you want to see it continue. That's it. Because I want to earn your support. I don't want it to be, oh, look, I want to stick it to a bunch of degenerates. It's all well and good, but I want people to support me for me.
Wait, what?
That's it. Because I want to earn your support. I don't want it to be, oh, look, I want to stick it to a bunch of degenerates. It's all well and good.
That's all well and good. I don't believe this, but it's all well and good that if you do it. So he's not necessarily turning it away. It's more just like it is what it is, man.
But I want people to support me for me. You understand?
Support me for me.
Not this Neil Druckmann bullshit. Where with Last of Us 2, oh, every time you buy Last of Us 2, you're sticking to the haters. No. I don't want to fall to that.
Oh my god, who cares at this point? Him saying this is making Neil Druckmann right. Because the fact that he's still talking about it, this dude is still butthurt about an old ass fucking game. Get over it.
That level of degeneracy. I want people to come here and say, support Darkside Phil because he makes good content. And we like him as a person. That's why I want to see that content continue, so I will support it. That's why I want you to come by. So, Cordy the Kid, if you literally never support me ever again, that's fine. Okay? But that's my mentality. That's my mantra. I don't want people supporting me to stick it to my haters at all. In fact,
again, notice how he says this in a segment that was about how much he's like a cool guy. Jeez, I wonder why. It's like he wanted the sound clip to be positive. This dude is Mr. PR man.
It's this simple. Don't talk about the haters at all. Right?
But you're talking about them
right now. Don't talk about the haters at all.
Dude, you just talked about us having friends. He talked about us having parasocial relationships that were occults, all this stuff, and then unprovoked, by the way, and then says, don't talk about them. Don't talk about them. You just talked about us. And he talks about us. This is why I'm doing the video 3 times. 3 times he talked about the trolls. Shut up.
Ignore them like they don't exist. Okay?
And then and also he says that after also saying that people should realize that they're fucked up and all that bullshit. Okay.
Cool. According to the Kid, thank you for that. So, by the way, yes, we will have some rewards here based on Jason's massive positive tip.
Massive.
But I gotta figure out what. We'll definitely do Gunner Glasses. Very heated when I play Street Fighter. All out.
Oh, God.
And I haven't played with Blanca in a very long time. And for those who don't know, maybe you haven't ever watched me play Street Fighter.
I hate this shit. He did this when Mike Clem was making the documentary. Look how much he's engaged with the people who are not even the longtime fans. Longtime fans get beat the fuck out.
Fighter.
Man, this dude, I hate how he's so smug about how he has anger problems. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Then when you're like, I love it when you rage, you're fucked up for saying that. But this is like, hey, I get angry, man. But guess what? He's playing Blanca in casuals. Not only is it a character he's like super good with, it's casuals. And Blanca is also an annoying fucking character. I don't think there's anyone that likes fighting Blanca. If you like fighting Blanca, you're a fucking masochist. Like, there's no way you enjoy fighting Blanca. There's no way. And of course DSP likes him. He gets easy wins with him because he's an annoying fucking character. Street Fighter V was actually really good without him. And then they added him, then the game sucked. But man, and then Street Fighter 6 starts off with Blanca in the roster. Fuck this game.
I tend to get very heated when I play Street Fighter. My blood pressure goes up a lot. And I get agitated if I fight.
Oh my god. And then this is like him talking to his doctor. My blood pressure goes up very high. Like, dude, we know how fucking emotions work. He's talking as if we're human. Guys, when I do a DSP video and I get like, I'm yelling because I'm getting mad and heated, like sometimes my blood pressure goes up and I get really heated, man. And then I pause the video, then I start yelling and I get really mad. Guys, believe that. Okay.
Certain people who kind of cheese their way through matches and stuff.
You cheese through life,
I can't
buddy.
go crazy all out playing Street Fighter. If we're going to wear a hat, I have to find a hat that's like not an intrusive hat. It has to be like a lighter hat so it doesn't distract me. Plus I get very sweaty when I play Street Fighter. So we gotta figure that out, like what I can do that's not gonna be.
Dude, you know the issue. Like, dude, oh my god, this dude has done this. Why is this like aggravating me? This is like because it's strategizing about something he already strategized. Why not just put the hats that you usually wear for Street Fighter, like the Bison hat, the Ryu headband? Like, dude, come on. And what hats does he wear? That's crazy. Honestly, think about it. He doesn't wear the Sonic hat or the Yoshi hat because those are stuffed animals and they make him overheat like a computer. Like he'll die. He'll die if he wears them. So all the hats he wears, he tells us these are hats that are safe to wear. But now he's saying that he has to find a hat that's safe to wear during Street Fighter. Okay.
A detriment to be playing.
You're a detriment.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Ugh.
See you later, Kyle. All right, so guys, last chance. If you'd like to talk about something, please tag me in the chat, or if any contributions come in, last chance the last couple days, right? Perhaps I should have paused the recording. And 50-cent tip from Chocoboco. I'd like to add my 2 cents. I originally found
another fucking cut.
Found you off of This Is How You Don't Play videos. I thought one day I would check your streams out to see it live and then leave. Turns out I ended up liking you as an entertainer.
I want to see you live, then leave. I mean, that is something a DSB fan would do.
The best compliment I can give you is you're a guy that I can tune in for a chill stream and not cringe at your content. Well, there you go. I thought one day I would check your streams out to see it live and then leave. Turns out I ended up liking you as an entertainer. The best compliment I can give you is you're a guy that I can tune in for a chill stream and not cringe at your content.
This dude does not cringe at his commentary. This is the commentary in question.
Okay, everyone, so coming back.
Oh my god, where is it?
Sweet! Sweet! Give me those beautiful S ranks. So far, the only one I didn't S rank. Okay.
Okay, I can't find it now. Oh, maybe one day when I do the video that I wanted to make, I'll show you guys. But he was doing a lot of cringe sound effects, but that doesn't make him cringe.
Your content. Well, there you go.
There you go.
And certainly, I'm not saying that there aren't cringe moments, right? There are absolutely cringe moments in my content. I will openly admit that. But I'm not all about that. Like, I'm not a cringe creator. I'm not here to make cringe content and then somehow turn that into monetization and stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to hang out. I mean, that's how this all started. Again, literally the first day I made content for YouTube.
But a lot of the cringe he does is intentional, though. Like, it's who's out of their way to be cringe? Does he not know what that word means? Okay.
It was just a silly thing. I put a camera on a tripod in front of me. I pointed at a TV, and I played Star Wars.
Dude, this is a funny thing, but the thing is, at the time, like, capture cards were not that, like, readily available. Like, you couldn't just buy one. So how else were you gonna capture gameplay, DSP? Like, everything about this story is bullshit. Everything. Even the, I did this as a hobby.
The Force Unleashed. And I was doing a Star Destroyer thing, trying to grab a Star Destroyer with my Force powers, and it doesn't work. And I'm just showing how it doesn't work, and I'm commentating over how bad it is. And I'm thinking, this is silly. It's a silly little thing. I'll toss the video. I'll get like 10 views, right? That's all I ever wanted to do. Just hang out, share some gameplay, share my thoughts on a game with an audience. And did I ever think in 2008 that anyone would give two shits about my opinions or my gameplay or anything? No. Here we are, 60 people support it. Happened at any tried to print money like a lot of other people do, right?
This dude literally wanted this to be his job, by the way. Even in the first, like, face reveal video, he said, let's make this my job.
It's not milking. There's no milking going on here. We talked about milking yesterday.
Why did that milking thing look like the $100 tip
Thank you, Nev, for a $10 super chat. Let's get the stream going excited. Thank you very much, Nev. And Fart did a super chat. Starting a 4-day weekend in an hour. Cheers. Congrats. 4-day weekend starting on a Wednesday is pretty crazy. Wait a minute. How would that work? Wait a minute. Your 4-day weekend is going to start on Thursday. You must be further forward in the time zones than I am. I bet. Because it's probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because it can't be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It wouldn't work. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Sure. Cypress TV says, yes, back in 2008, I remember seeing the Star Wars video. Thankfully.
Okay, we're done with this. Man, I'm terrified to do more. We're like 2 hours over. Against my better judgment, I will react to this.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the late stream.
Welcome to Hate Army's video.
Stardew Valley Chill. By the way, so FYI, this is my final stream of the month, of course, because tomorrow's August 1st. When I come back on Friday, I'll have a new setup. I will redo my setup tonight for the next month.
Okay,
tips.
I don't care about
like, what's on my agenda right now? A couple of things. Number one,
you know what?
Is migrating from my current because right now.
Okay, where does this get bad? Because we're
not stuff you're working on.
No. I don't give a fuck about the fucking PC.
Debo, if you're a former fan of DSP, turn on him because a detractor has reached out to you. Get mental health. Thanks.
That's a very positive contribution. If you're a fan and then a troll said Phil sucks and you said and then you agree, you need mental help. What a positive person.
Thanks. There you go. All right, thanks for the $1 tip, Debo.
But then what about the people who directly talk to Phil and then they end up being a detractor? What about that? Like King Be Cruel. Literally him, Lavinia, Arkham, who used to edit shorts for him, by the way, for free. The moment he asked to get paid, by any amount, by the way, it wasn't like he said, Phil, can you pay me $10,000? And Phil said no. And then Arkham was like, okay, I'm out. I'm out of here. What about those people? I mean, they had personal experience with Phil Burnell.
Well, you know, I would have made a pretty good clown. I think I missed my call-in. Well, your hair's blue. You don't have to dye it. No, I will say this. Big Dog says, I'm happy you found the new audience. The Kino folks are pretty sweet. The people from Kino Casino have been nothing but positive and generous. I don't have a negative thing to say. They've been a great crowd to come by this week and hang out. So thanks to those who have. If you're enjoying yourselves, you know, I really appreciate that. Thank you to Hard Nose, name that I can't say because it's actually a racial insult, but I can't say it. But thank you for the $5.
Wow, get a load of this.
You know, I really appreciate that. Thank you to Hard Nose, name that I can't say because it's actually a racial insult, but I can't.
Are we gonna ban them? You know, because, you know, you don't want, like, racism?
Can't say it, but thank you for the $5 super chat.
He can't say it, but, you know, thank you. But man, he gets, like, a super chat from Poop, let's say. Ah, Poop, I can't put that on the leaderboard, that's disgusting. But thank you for the $5 chat. A super chat, racist name.
He says, hey, Phil, I'm here from Kino Casino. I love your reaction videos. Thank you very much. I can't put your full name on the leaderboard because I'll get in trouble, but I can call you Hard Nose. Thank you.
Oh, man, I wonder what group of people that guy was making fun of. Oh, I wonder. Wow.
Hard Nose. All right.
And then he laughs about it. Okay, of course.
You guys are awesome. This week, guys, listen. I'll just say this. So this week I got sick, right? And it really sucks when you get sick, especially when it's unplanned. I had to cut off.
Who plans to get sick?
My marathon early.
Unplanned.
And it really sucked because I had plans to do certain things. I didn't get around to doing a bunch of them because I was sick. And now I had to miss out on a stream right after a day of great streaming. You guys have come out and support. Get one on for you guys and waste time. Right? There it is. A different shade of like $10 super chat and says, based Phil, may his schizo detractors end up like Review Tech USA. Well, listen, I wouldn't wish
for it, but it's time for Rich to be in a firing line. And then he laughs because, you know, it's DSP. He's full of positivity.
Shut up on anyone. As I said,
he doesn't wish that upon anyone. This dude, we literally watch him say, it's gonna happen to them. The people are gonna realize they have skeletons in the closet, man.
I want everyone to be happy out there. But it is true that I have some pretty insane, crazy people following me.
How do you know that? How do you know that everyone that hates you is crazy? But yeah, this dude got so worked up that people were calling his fans dense. But he's calling us crazy. So let me get this straight, right? It's okay to say that we're all crazy nut jobs that need to go to an institution, but saying that people are dense, that's too far. Okay. All right.
But
so then I guess it's better if we all say that DSP's whales, they need to be institutionalized and need to get mental help and need to go into a padded room. Would that be a more positive insults? Maybe.
But then again, let's be very honest about this. Okay?
Let's be honest. Remember, guys, let's not talk about trolls. I don't want to talk about trolls. I don't want to talk about trolls. Isn't it funny that these chill streams, they always talk about trolls? Again, that rule about no talking about trolls is situational, and it means nothing on the night streams. Nothing. Unless it's like hot troll stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Let's be very honest about this. The reason that I have so many crazy, stalkerish, insane haters is because it's the in thing to do, bro. People have.
I hate when he does the in thing to do, bro shtick, man. Like, dude, it's not the in thing to do. I didn't do this because it was cool. Whatever.
Entire channels like that, right? Once it doesn't become the cool thing to do anymore because enough people speak up against it, like you, it will end. But enough people have to. Kino Casino's now doing it. Their followers are doing it. My people.
Isn't this sheep mentality? Because like they're getting them to do what they want. Isn't that bad? That sounds like a cult. The fact that they're getting people to change their opinion and how they behave. Because like, I'm not telling people to do whatever. I'm just making a video. But yet DSP is telling us that Kino Casino is telling their audience that they need to step up and stand up for Phil. Okay.
My followers have been doing it forever. Now we need some more. More people need to step up and be like, this has gone on long enough. You guys are nuts. Stop with the bullshit. Grow the fuck up.
This is like... Oh my god.
Are doing it. My followers have been.
I can't think of the thing I'm thinking of. Oh, someone must know what I'm thinking about. Because, like, dude, it's like those drug PSAs. That's what this is. That's kind of what it's reminding me of. Just say no. When more people need to say no to drugs. And we gotta get drugs off the street. People need to pick up the litter. Everyone needs to put their hands together and sing Kumbaya.
Have been doing it forever. Now we need some more. More people need to step up and be like, this has gone on long enough. You guys are nuts. Stop with the bullshit. Grow.
This is like those, like, it's really a PSA. Like a anti-drug or anti-bully PSAs that you fall asleep during. Like, that's the lingo here. You need to stand up, and if more people speak up, there'd be less bullies. If more people did this, there'd be less that.
Grow the fuck up. Leave him alone. Leave his family alone. And it will go.
But Phil, if it's okay to go after Rich's family for him just saying he has a family, then it should be more than okay to do whatever to Kat, because she showed up on a stream, right? Correct? Oh, that's too personal. Leave his family alone. Oh. So why didn't you say people should leave Rich's family alone? Why did he say it's okay? Oh, because Rich talked about his family on his stream? But Kat showed up on your stream, and you talked about how she kept getting sick, and and how she doesn't do anything. I don't know what else, but you know, she said all this stuff. What? I don't understand. I'm confused.
It will go away. But the problem is the entire movement has been hate Phil, hate Phil, hate Phil, hurt Phil, hate Phil. Why? Why are you doing this? Besides the viral movement because you're a cult.
What?
Movement has been hate Phil, hate Phil.
The whole move has been hate Phil? I have a lot of reasons to hate this guy. I'm not just saying hate Phil. Hurt Phil. I have reasons. Because this guy sucks. Listen to him.
Hate Phil, hurt Phil, hate Phil. Why? Why are you doing this? Besides the viral movement because you're a...
What's the viral movement? How is it viral? Where are my thousands of views? Why don't I have, like, thousands of dollars? Where's my money? Where's my career? Oh, because, like, not everyone, like, does that, right? Okay. I mean, it's just, come on.
All right? Once people call it out for what it is and say, you're out of your fucking minds, grow up, it will end. But no one's done that up to now, okay?
Grow up.
So, we're in kind of a conundrum here. And here's the conundrum. All right? I want to do my upgrade. I want to do my PC.
Oh my god, enough with this stupid PC.
I now have to figure out.
I do not give a fuck about this PC.
Checking the temperature and it works. A chance. I'm too busy with everything. And enough. I'd much rather be overworked than this. We'll see. But anyway, not only did we have fun special stuff like the marathon, but you understood when I was sick that I couldn't be here. You understood that so thank you all so very much. You've been a great
Okay. This might be do I want to make this a 3-hour video? Do I want to? I'm gonna end it here. I'm sorry, I didn't get to the bonus video about the Ozempic. I do want to react to this video. I do. I gotta find a way to add it. I think there's something else I could do. I think there's another thing in this React channel I want to react to anyway. So maybe in the future, because this is quite the thing to talk about, because it just shows a lot of ignorance from Phil. That's a good example of what another reason to hate Phil. But thanks for watching, guys. We did it. Not a 4-hour video. Finally, we got back to reasonable length videos. We're back on track, baby. We're not doing some crazy stunts like 4-hour videos. I could have died. Honestly, 4 hours sitting down, I could have died. I could have gotten a blood clot in my legs, and then I would have exploded and died. That's bad. That's fucked up. I'm glad we realized that. I'm glad this time we're playing it safe with 2-hour videos again. Thank you for watching. It's been a great video. Hope you enjoyed it. It was fun this time around, and I hope to see you next time on the Level 1 podcast. I mean, my videos or wherever. See you next time. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And hope to see you next time.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
Bye-bye.